Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to the 5th of our Scarlet Heroes games. And we have, of course, we have Grim, because we really couldn't do this without Grim, because he's the one who started it out, and this is why I started this, is for Grim.
Well, you nearly had to.
Yeah. And we have Ryan. Are you feeling okay, man?
No, not at all.
What's wrong, bud?
I had my chemo infusion on Friday, so I'm wiped out for a few days.
I'm sorry, man. Well, I got something that might cheer you up, though.
I'm always for cheering up.
Okay, well, since you officially got through 2 games, that's enough experience to make it to level 2, so you can level your character up.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's a happy yay.
Do you have everything you need to level up, or do you want to do it on air? Or?
I have everything, but if folks want to see a level up, I'm all for holding my hand, since I'm a Scarlet Heroes virgin. So,
ooh, make it sound all naughty.
Okay. Isn't that what I do best?
We're all good at that. And of course, we are joined by one of the biggest geekuses, Randy Nichols.
Hey, man. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited. This will be fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Let me see. Let me pull up all my ebooks.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan. What's up?
Remember back when I said no, I never do YouTube?
Yeah, I remember that. Did like the online and all that too, right?
Shh.
I'll be honest with you. It's growing on me. A little bit like a fungus, but it's growing on me.
It's better than no play at all, right?
That's the fact. That's it. I'd much rather play face-to-face, but hey, do what you got to do.
And, no virtual tabletop, no tiefling baristas. I'm okay. I'm in a good spot.
Oh, wait a second. I did make a tiefling. I guess I better change characters. Right? No, I'm not I'm straightforward. Playing a warrior, just a fighter dude. So.
Okay.
Always need one of those.
We could use some muscle.
Well, hopefully 16's going to need muscle.
All right, Ryan. So you have +3 hit points for making a level, so I don't know if you have any con bonus.
I have no con bonus now, but I certainly will take the +3 hit points.
Let's see. You get an attack bonus gain +1 every 2 per level, so I think that means you'd get another one, at third?
Third, yep.
Yeah. Fray dice stays the same, so the really big deal for a 2nd level cleric is going to be the magic use.
That's right.
Let me see. What do clerics get for 2nd level? Yeah, he didn't set this up, with the long lines of character advancement like you do in a normal game. So it's a little bit.
Yeah, I was wondering. I haven't got the book yet, so I kind of was just on the quick start, and he's had no information on character advancement. But
if I'm reading this right, it's a second first level spell?
That's right. Yeah, a 2nd first level spell. So find you another one you like.
I can do that.
Is the fray die something that I roll every round in combat when I'm attacking as an extra thing that can hurt people around me?
Yes, it is actually. Let me explain the fray dice for the audience out there who may not know what the fray dice is. So in Scarlet Heroes, every character has what's called a fray dice, and only heroes get this. Nobody else in the game gets this. But a fray dice represents quick exchanges, fast attacks, or quick castings of minor attack spells and stuff like that during a combat round. And I've kind of been misusing them a little bit because technically you're not supposed to be able to use a fray dice against anything that has more hit dice than you do.
Right.
So it can only be used against things with equal or lower hit dice. But I've kind of been hand waving that a little bit here and there and letting the characters get their fray dice even against stuff that's bigger than them. Because I'm always forgetting.
Gotcha.
It's just a bad habit I'm in. And the thing is, a fray dice is different for every character class. Like a fighter has a D8 fray dice, a cleric has a D6 fray dice. And what the fray dice lets you do is you throw the fray dice, and it's a free action every single round. Doesn't matter what else you do. It does not count towards any of your actions. So, like, if you're trying to climb a cliff and you're a mage and you still want to attack somebody, you can still throw your fray dice.
Okay.
And what that does is it lets you deal automatic damage to an opponent. There's no targeting or anything or to hit. The only thing is, if you're not a caster, which is basically if you're not a magic user, you have to be within some way to melee your opponent. Now, if you're like a thief or something, or you happen to have a dagger or something on you, and you still want to do a fray dice, I'll allow the whole, I throw my dagger at him as, as my fray dice. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'll hand wave it. Mm-hmm. And Grim is really good about coming up with really inventive ways of how he gets his fray dice in the game.
So it would be like, now, can it be used targeted? Like if I'm in melee with an ogre, let's say, can I do that in addition to my sword damage on him, or does it got to be someone else besides my main foe?
It can be, except that most of the time ogres are bigger than you. Ogres have at least 4 hit dice,
gotcha.
And you're only a level 1.
Right.
So technically, you would not be able to use it against the ogre. But let's say the ogre is accompanied by a goblin or something.
I can knock his
a little 1 hit dice goblin. You could throw your fray dice at the goblin.
Ogres are no fun.
Ogres are no fun. And something that is not necessarily part of Scarlet Heroes, but it was part of Godbound, and I've kind of been letting it slide into Godbound a little, or into Scarlet Heroes a little bit more, because the two systems are real similar. Mm-hmm. Godbound has splash damage, so let's say you hit somebody and you do 4 hit dice of damage. Mm-hmm. And he's only got 2 hit dice. The extra 2 hit dice will continue on into the next opponent who's viable to be hit.
That sounds a lot like 13th Age with their mook damage.
Yeah.
Sorry about coughing in your ears, guys. I hit the wrong mute button, and I turned off my camera instead of my audio. So
that's all right. I'm still getting over something myself, so every once in a while I'll probably mute so I don't snort or cough or something horrible over the microphone.
I'm just going to be rude to you guys the whole time.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to sneeze and cough about it more. I'm kidding.
Well, at least cover your microphone if you're going to cough.
Otherwise, the cooties go through the internet.
Right, that's what I was concerned about.
Well, in true not a cleric fashion, I decided to pick Hand of Merciful Succor, but reversed, so it's Fist of Burning Rebuke.
Oh, nice.
The Fist of Burning Rebuke.
There is no healing. Healing is for after the battle.
Yeah. All right. Owen, let me say hi to everybody out there. Hey, Sean, it's good to see you. And Parrot Head, hey, look at all the goats. I think he wants to see Bathmat back here. Green Dragon, hail to Germany. And Lord Thoth, nice to see you. Thothy, you could play with us. You know that, right? Seriously, we could just, I could throw you a link. You can, jump right in. Honestly, we're good with you, man. We don't mind. And same goes for you, Cal. Hey, Cal, how you doing? But yeah,
camera shy.
Yeah, I've seen Cal on camera.
Have you? I have not.
I have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he hung out with me and Bruce Lombardi.
Oh, cool.
It was pretty cool. Cal's a real nice guy.
He is. He shows up at Biggest Geekest quite a bit. We enjoy his company.
Yeah, I like our regulars. And it's kind of funny because it seems like we all kind of share the same audience.
Yeah.
That's because cool magnet, right?
Oh my God.
I guess so. I mean, you know.
I've never been a cool kid, but okay, I'll go with it.
It would be
You are
better
now.
if we had different audiences that we could bring together and build up everyone's audience. But you know.
That would be the best, but
And to be fair, there has been crossover. There have been folks that I know have been our, born and true that I'm seeing show up on some of the streams now too. So we're just spreading the joy.
Yeah, there is some cross pollination.
mm-hmm. All right. Let me tune in the background music here and make sure that it's not overbearingly loud. Is that still too loud?
Well, it's okay for me. I don't know about you guys.
I'm good.
Cool.
You need to put it in some editing software and make a dip where the usual human voice range is.
Well, all I have is I'm running it through StreamYard, so it's their background music app, and all I do is I just turn it down until it's
Cool.
Not with me.
There we go. I think I got it right about there.
Seems okay to me.
At least it wasn't Bathmat trying to sing. Yes, at least. Bathmat doesn't sing. Oh, yeah, he does. Never mind. He's a puppet. Of course he sings.
It's a song and dance man.
It's a song and dance. Okay, that's not me.
That's me.
Oh. What was that?
That was a phone.
Sounded kind of cool, though.
Sounded kind of like Final Fantasy battle music.
A little bit. All right, I'm going to pop open my LFG book really quick because it has one of the tools that I constantly use, which is the what's in its pockets rule.
LFG, I should know that. What is that?
Low fantasy gaming.
Yes. I got a really free supplement to that game. I'm like the cheap. I don't have the hardback book yet, but I got the companion.
Yeah, you really need the deluxe version. You can get the free version.
I've got that too, but I want to get the deluxe one. Can we get that on someplace somewhere?
Yeah, you can get it on DTRPG, and the campaign book you have to buy it through Lulu.
Okay.
But it's worth it. I like low fantasy gaming, although if you use their system, it's they don't have standard experience points or anything, so it takes a little bit of work. I should have been set up before this, but I didn't.
I tend to use it more by session leveling advancement or milestone. I'm not more the XPs get wearisome.
I really like the way Scarlet Heroes does it, because instead of actual like XP, it's kind of like, well, how many times have you played? Did you contribute significantly in this adventure or anything like that? Then yeah, you get enough. You get 1 XP, and then 2 XP gets you a level, or 3 XP gets you a level, or whatever. It just kind of follows a progression. It's like, as long as somebody showed up and did something.
Right.
Phone's now muted. I'm a freaking mess today. What can I say?
It's okay. I'm not a harsh man.
I'll be harsh.
All right, and I think I checked my cam earlier, and we have the dice. I still need to get some higher visibility dice, because I think these are a little harder to see for the most part. But
I got some hate mail shit from last week for using the digital dice, because I'm always so anti everything. So I brought out the clackities this week.
I like the clackities. But yeah, as far as using dice goes, everybody's kind of on the honor system. It's like you don't have to throw your dice on camera if you don't want to. I do, just because I'm a GM that rolls open.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't have a screen even when I'm behind a screen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm not a fudger when it comes to dice. I will not be telling lies.
No, I don't fudge dice.
That's ugly, baby. I take it all.
Oh yeah.
Whatever happens happens. And
I think there's enough stuff in this particular game that falls in the player's favor that they don't die so easy.
I didn't hit anything until the second session, so I promise my die rolls are legit.
So just to make sure, I'm a fighter, so I got 8 hit points plus my con, right?
Right.
Okay.
The only thing you might have to remember that is difficult to remember is how the game processes hits.
Yes, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Just to make sure. 1's no damage, 2 to 5 is 1, and 2 and 4. Yeah, I think I got it.
Which I think that's like genius. It's like the best idea ever, and it's like one of the rules from this game that I will take with me to every single game. Especially if I have like a low player turnout. Because like I said, if you have a regular game session and you have like one person shows up or 2 people show up and you're like, oh, we got to cancel. It's like, hell no, man. Break out the Scarlet Heroes book and just play.
That's why I'm intrigued by this. I think we'll see how it plays. Looks good.
All right. Well, when we last left our intrepid party, you had escaped from you had defeated the demons of the cursed village and put the villagers' souls to rest, pretty much. I mean, they all committed suicide because they were a village of suicides to begin with.
Yeah.
And you were
everything
continuing.
Ended how it was supposed to.
Yes. You were continuing on your way to try to reach the village of the God Beast, or the horrifying Heishan God Beast village. The villagers are kidnapping or demanding tribute in the form of people from neighboring villages in order to feed their God Beast, the Burning Bull.
And we're also trying to push meat from their own demonic animals onto other villages as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But anyway. Setting out on the trail, you do hear some hooting and sounds of glee, as well as mixed with some sounds of yelling and cursing and
Sounds like someone's having a good time, Shakar.
Perhaps.
From being from the wrong side of the tracks, that's one of my character's traits.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sound like something that is good time, they're having fun, or is there actually potential? And is it an argument or something violent? Can I tell that with that trait, or I'm not sure how to.
You're not in the scene yet, but I'll pull you in. I'm about to pull you in, but yeah. But right now I'm starting with Shakar and Alistair because they've been together, so it's kind of like that's the party at the moment.
Sounds good.
So many distractions, but I suppose we should go and check what is happening.
It can't be worse than what we just dealt with. At least, we understand what they're saying. Peer down the path.
Yes. Oh! Just got a message from Noodle. Hang on. Let me answer real quick.
Cal, I am so envious that you can paint. I have neither the patience nor the skill to do that. My brain caught up with the chat.
I need to paint some more. Haven't in years. I keep picking it up and then doing badly, and then
I would like to host a painting stream. I just don't know when I could do it, but I would love to have more people and just do a painting stream because I have quite a backlog.
I lied to myself for years. I thought I would become a painter. I'm giving up on it. No thanks.
I like it. I pick it up, I set it down. I pick it up, I set it down.
I love that people can do it. I'm not the guy.
Yeah, Bruce is the only one I know who does it pretty consistently.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, the two of you walk up the trail a bit, and in a clearing not so far away, you see a group of show goblins.
Shoblins.
Yes, because the show come in 3 varieties. Well, 4 varieties really, but
vanilla and chocolate.
No, orc, goblin, hobgoblin, and bugbear.
What was I captured by? Just curious.
Probably orcs.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a group of about 8 of them, and they are all gleefully dancing around a bonfire, and they're suspended over the bonfire by his feet is a human, and they've got a rope tied around his feet, and they're playing with like letting it dip and then raising it back up, and they're just kind of like toying with him, burning him over a fire. Horgrin, you had kind of a rude awakening. This morning you woke up trussed up by a bunch of goblins that had entered your camp while you slept. Trussed you up, and they've got you hanging upside down over a fire.
Foul! Can I speak? Do I got something in my mouth?
No, you can. In matter of fact, you're probably yelling and cursing them for all your work.
Yeah, sure. You foul maggots. Let me go. Can I pull myself up and grab that rope? I'm trying to get in. Or am I like this? Are my hands up? Did I hear it correctly?
Well, you're basically like bound, like with your arms down at your sides,
okay.
Kind of like with the rope around you. Yeah.
Okay, and they're like dipping my toes by the fire or my head?
Head down.
Oh, okay.
So you're bound by your feet.
Gotcha. So I'm doing all I can. I'm trying to wriggle free. I'm not going to go quietly in that good night.
You're having to exercise your 6-pack and do your sit-ups because.
Yeah. So I am making a loud noise. Let me go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of these shows, Shakar. Shall we?
It does seem the charitable thing to do. Were I trussed up over a fire, I would hope for some travelers to rescue me. So it seems we find ourselves in trouble once more.
Not being the most level-headed, especially with the show, I will run up and lash at the closest one with my chain.
Okay. Go ahead, roll to hit. You always have initiative. You are the heroes.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
I should have done real dice a long time ago, huh?
Yeah.
That's a 3 for damage, and if
I tell you what, since it's a natural 20, I'm just going to count it at max damage.
All right. And then if the
so what's your
fray
total?
die applies, it is
your fray dice is separate.
Yep. So it's 3 damage. Oh, you said total.
Full damage.
Total damage is 22.
With your chain?
Oh, I rolled a 3.
No. You're not gonna roll. What is the max damage you can deal?
6.
Okay. 6 damage.
This is going to be a long afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, it will. All right.
Fine.
So you swing your mighty chain. Two goblins turn around just in time to be decapitated by this thing. They fall, spewing, their foul blood all over everything in typical high blood pressure Japanese cinema fashion. They look stunned, and then you get your fray dice.
A 2.
A 2. And as you whip the chain backward, you slice through another one, so you've killed 3 of them in one round.
Hopefully, was one of them the one that was holding the rope?
Yes, actually, it's if you were targeting them, yeah.
I wasn't. I was just targeting the closest. So
that's good. I'm happy. Drop me.
So we know Horgrin weighs less than a goblin.
Well,
they were beefy goblins.
He weighs more than. Well, there were about like I said, there were about 6 to 8 goblins out here, and about 4 or 5 of them are tugging on that rope and lowering him. Okay. So yeah,
I fight
that rope is 3 goblins lighter.
I fight harder. I'm 6 foot. I actually wrote my height and weight if you care. 6 feet, 200 pounds. So.
Oh yeah, you're a big guy. Chikar?
Break free.
Albeit. I will hang back and just use my fray dice to sort of telekinetically shove the fire into the goblins that are holding the rope. So hopefully that will mean he won't get burnt if he drops, and it might hurt some of the goblins. 2. So
2. The last goblin holding the rope dies. He goes plummeting straight into the fire. Horgrin,
I pushed the fire.
He was trying to blow the fire.
Yeah. I was hurling the hot embers into the goblins for my phrase.
There's still a chance he could get burned, though.
Okay, just not as badly. So I'm just trying.
Yes. I'm not trying to kill him. Just let me DM.
Okay. All right, I'm good. Let's go.
Horgrin, so what I need you to do is roll me you need to roll 2 die 6, and you're gonna roll me a dexterity check.
Okay, so 2 die 6 and add my dex, right?
Yes.
9 on the roll.
Okay. Even though you're trussed up, you managed to squirm and totally avoid the fire. And as you come down, you spectacularly manage to sever your bonds by hitting an ember. You come up with your bare fists. I will give you a fray attack on a goblin.
I can still use a D8 even though I got bare fists?
Yes.
All right. So I whirl and I look for the toughest looking one, and I'm gonna knock his teeth out. 7 on the fray die.
7 on the fray dice. Okay, so that's 2.
Yeah, 2 points. Sorry. Yeah.
You grab one of the little goblins by the middle of his skull. You pick him up and you bash him bodily into another goblin, and you brain both of them, killing 2 more.
Little bastards.
So that's what 3, 4, 5. That's 6 of them down. Yep. There's only 2 left.
Yeah, I just kind of give him the mean mug.
And okay, well, it's their turn. Unless Chikar has anything else.
No, I'm hanging back, despite being slightly higher level. I'm still a magic user.
All right, the last
monk.
2.
Still a monk.
Yes, you're a monk. The last 2. Wow. Okay, 6 and 7. Let's see. They have a 7 morale. Shockingly, these 2, despite the fact that that you guys overwhelmed all their companions, these 2 are not going to run. Good. They're going to stand and fight because they're so dedicated to killing at least one of you that they will try. So they figure they're going to take the big one since he's already there. They run forward with their little spears and try to stab Horgrin. First one. Rolls a 5, misses by a mile.
I got an 8 ace. Am I in my armor? I wouldn't think I'd be in my armor.
Even if you aren't, a 2 and a 5 isn't going to hit.
Right.
Because it's only like a 3 and a 6.
Mm-hmm.
People cook lobsters in their shells, so...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, these 2 little guys run at you, jabbing their little spears ineffectively. You bat them out of the way like they're, get out of here, you little... All right. Heroes get to turn now.
Is there no order to how we go?
Nope.
I'm going to step. I'm going to step between them.
Okay.
Grab them and do a boom.
Okay.
Their heads together.
You can use one attack on one of them, and then you can always fray dice the other one.
Okay. So now I'm rolling a d20 to attack.
Yes.
And just use my strength plus attack.
Your attack bonus,
okay,
which should be +1.
Yep. Wow. That's not a natural, but it's a 20.
Wow.
It's, 2 on my fray die, which would be 1 point of damage. I don't know what kind of damage I do with my hands. So.
You're gonna at least do 1 plus whatever your strength is. So, yeah, you'll grab the 2 of them by the side of their ears, and you'll smash their skulls together, crushing them.
Okay. Cool.
Disposing of them very quickly. He's like, all 8 goblins are dead.
Aha. Thank you, my friends. You have indeed saved me. I owe you a debt of gratitude. I look around for my weapons and gear.
Oh yeah, they have it nearby.
I begin gathering. The name is Hargren. Well met.
Always happy to help out someone that's willing to kill show.
No problem.
This is Alistair Banana Time, and I am Chakakuni.
Haha, Chakakuni. Well met. Alistair. Again, Hargren is the name. What can I do to help you? What are you doing out in the woods like this?
Well, I think the bigger question is, how did a big guy like you get tied up by 6 runts like that?
That is tricky.
8 runts like that.
I'm not sure. I'm sure Destiny has a hand in playing it, though. It seems to follow me wherever I go. So, probably, perhaps to meet you two.
I give Shakar a look out of the side of my eye, knowing that I don't trust anybody, and sort of look for his nod.
I begin putting my equipment on. I don't. I'll turn my back to them. I see no reason why I would be afraid. They help me out, and I tell them, "Yeah, I'm out seeking my fortune, in particular, trying to live up to something." So, I do share. My guy tends to share. He's a talker.
Well, we have been traveling village to village, trying to bring some pleasantries to this scorned land.
Wow.
I am a man of the cloth. My companion is a monk. And we're trying to bring some relief, and it appears that the town just beyond is a hot spot that definitely needs some relief. Have you been?
I've not been, but I'm more than willing to go. I put my sword on my back. You guys lead. You got my sword.
We could use a strong arm, and it seems you could use someone to watch your back while you're sleeping.
That does unfortunately seem to be the case.
And he says a whole lot more than tongue.
What?
Yes.
Tongue.
Tongue does not say much, despite the name.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I could absolutely use the help.
I'm not opposed to an extra sword at our side.
Yes.
or indeed any sword.
Yes.
Only on Tuesdays.
Chain seems quite effective, so you're not without a weapon. Does Grim, does Chikar look, is he a big dude? Is he someone that's
He's a fairly small, slight guy with a big walking stick / quarterstaff. Conical straw hat. The whole saffron robes thing.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Would Alistair bear symbols that I would recognize, like holy symbols of some sort? Or is he more of a...
Well, you'll notice that on his robe, where holy symbols were embroidered have all been ripped out.
That's odd. Which god or gods do you follow, Alistair? I don't seem to recognize anything on there.
I am what you would call a wandering man of the cloth.
Oh.
I service everybody for the good of all that are righteous. And me. I mean all that are righteous.
Very well.
He tenders special ministry to the young girls of the villages we pass through.
Oh, okay. Very well.
They must take the spirit inside of them and accept it.
Just one of the many reasons we must keep moving.
All right, find women. Very well.
I think I'd rather be in that gibbet again than over a fire. That did not look like it was a fun time.
It was not. I check, just kind of look under my chainmail. I mean, do I probably have a few blisters, or was I not there long enough?
Maybe a few, but
A few. It was not comfortable, but you came in the nick of time. I'm unscathed, so.
Well, just so you know what you're getting into as we start down the path. The village that we're headed to seems to be demanding a lot of the neighboring villages.
Really?
And a lot being human sacrifice.
No. That can't stand. That
I
can't.
agree.
Yes. Let's make haste.
Sounds like a plan. Down the path we go.
Yeah.
all right. Junkie, you're not going to play with us, bud? You got your character still, don't you? All right. Well, head down the road a ways. Been traveling. Night is starting to approach, and you guys are looking for a place to stay.
What sort of surrounds are we in at the moment? Are we still in the jungle, or is it thinned out at all?
It's thinned out a little bit, but it's still mostly jungle forest type area. Off to one side of the road, you see smoke coming from a nicely fashioned little stone hut.
Any port in a storm, huh?
Yes, but so far every port that we've entered into during a storm has been full of ogres or ghosts or demons or...
As long as they don't try to eat us, and in the bad way, it can't be worse than what we've had before.
I've definitely jungle.
I'd rather have a roof and walls than jungle.
I draw my sword. I don't have it out to scare anybody, but I do have it down by my side now.
Morgan, time to prove your mettle. Go and check the hut.
Sure enough.
For us.
I walk in. I head forward, and I say,
as you approach the hut, the doorway the door opens, and this absolutely sultry-looking, light-eyed woman who appears to be of Mandarinate descent will open the door. She's clad kind of in scanty animal furs, like a wild woman. What?
I said, Alistair, this may be for you.
No. I think Shakar might be right.
She has kind of a wild beauty to her.
Yes. Oh, when I see it's a woman, I put my sword back in the sheath and I say, hello, my name is Horgan. My friends and I were perhaps hoping to have a place to rest for a while.
You may rest within. I have need of services of a man tonight.
So, Alistair, this is your place.
Good lady, you're not hungry, are you?
She'll kind of smile. Yes, but not for food. She'll kind of stroke a thigh.
Oh boy.
In that,
She's wearing furs.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get fleas.
Yeah, Hogren, why don't you check out the insides for us while I secure my pack?
Okay. Horgren, again, at this point, and I don't know if they use these t-shirts. Traits. I have a trait from the wrong side of the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that to surmise? Is she up to something? Is it a scam, or does she seem to be a legitimate, perhaps, lady of the evening or something like that? What's the?
If she's a prostitute, she's kind of in the wrong place to do that because she's in the middle of the woods,
Very odd
in the Westmark,
okay.
which if you know nothing about the Westmark used to be a civilized, settled region until the show invaded with a massive army and managed to destroy, conquer, or otherwise subjugate everything in the Westmark until the combined forces of the Mandarin and all the other kingdoms came together and crushed the show and drove them out of the Westmark. So now the only thing that's left in the Westmark is it's pretty much like almost a post-apocalyptic landscape of destroyed settlements and ancient ruins where either pockets of show still live or monsters live or people have tried to resettle. And so they have small villages that are very closely guarded. So it's unusual to find a lone woman in a hut off the trail in this place by herself.
Yeah, my spider senses are tingling. So I kind of look her in the eye. I said, don't you find it strange that you would be so welcoming without asking about where we're from and why we're here?
I have a special ritual to my goddess that I must perform tonight, and I require the services of a male for that. If one of you is willing to help me with my ritual, I am more than happy to let you sleep by my fire and partake of my food.
Does my clergy background give me any insight as to the ritual or religion that she's speaking of?
With as many hillside religions and cults and strange deities that backwards people living in the Westmark might have come up with, legitimate, religions out here are kind of few and far between and usually only found in larger villages. Just from her dress and everything, she's probably some sort of weird shamanistic moon goddess type sex ritual thing that,
Well, I'll take a stab at the idea. I have part of my trade. I was a friend of a local shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Traits. I did get a bonus of 2 because I was human, correct? I did do 5 points. That was right.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if perhaps my friend, who I haven't detailed yet, would he have told me of these? Would that be something I could surmise too, or is that the best we can get? Would I know anything more about these? Here's my question. I'm concerned she might have that might be a demonic twist to this. So,
well, there are many, many, many creatures that will try to entice people into doing things for their own benefit. There are a lot of monsters that live in this island that do try to tempt people into doing bad things for their own good. So,
I step back. I'm not going to be a part of this. No offense.
Okay.
Do what you want, but I'm not a part of this. Toss that back.
And as a holy man, I have to stay away from the holes. So I must decline too. My friend Shakar is very weary by the looks of things. I don't know if he's up for this task.
What exactly is it you would require of your assistant?
Oh, Shakar.
Only the loving embrace and the spilling of seed on behalf of my goddess.
I choose to take that literally rather than figuratively. Well, obviously, as both of us being religious folk, we cannot help with your heathen ceremony. So I suppose we shall sleep outside, but thank you for the option of the hospitality.
She looks a little downfallen or crestfallen by that, but
Is there something else we can do to help ease you through the evening? Perhaps
Chop wood, cook.
Exactly.
Well, she'll kind of shrug. I always need wood and victuals. If you have food to contribute and wood to contribute, you may stay within. Otherwise, you take your chances out here.
I do have a bow. I could attempt to do some hunting.
We do have some supplies as well.
It's dusk.
Yeah.
And you're a human who doesn't see good at night.
Got it.
Plus, nights are very dangerous out here.
Okay.
There are lots of things that come out in the night that don't show themselves by light of day.
Right.
I can scour the edge of the clearing to gather some wood. So
the nice thing is if she is up to something like that, this place doesn't give the obvious supernatural weirdness like the village did. So
I'll start picking up downed wood and whatever I can find as kindling or decent sized logs that are on the periphery and bring them over.
Oh yeah, not hard to do.
So what I think, the way you implied, Morgan's believing that it's very dangerous for us to be outside, right? At night.
Well, I don't know what your character believes. I'm just letting you know as a GM that this is kind of like what everybody knows.
Trying to decide if I'll take one for the team.
That's up to you.
Does her hut have any amenities whatsoever?
On the outside?
Or the inside? Like, is it just an open fire to cook on, or does she have like an oven? Or
she has an open fire pit with a spit and soft fur flooring. Like I said, it's a stone hut. It's warm inside. She has a pot to cook on and her own bed chambers, which are off to, the furthest side of the place, are curtained.
I pull Horgrin aside and say, if she's going to let us stay based just on food and wood, let it lie, my friend.
I'll potter around the outside and patch up the exterior wall with stones and stuff, just to contribute, since you guys are getting the wood and hunting for food.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know that we're hunting, but I'll give her some of my dried rations.
Well, she'll take them, throw some water in a pot, and start cooking them along with putting in some vegetables and things. Everything she does is kind of with an eye to try to entice you, though, and it's very noticeable. Randy, you're muted, by the way.
She's playing the role of the seductress rather well, then.
Yes, she is. She's trying really, really, really hard.
Gotcha. I'll just kind of sit outside the hut and I'll have a sit guard, not stand guard, but I'll sit on something and wait while she cooks. And if they want to talk with her, they can. But I'm going to kind of keep my distance.
Okay, that's understandable. Just a minute. Sorry, coughing fit.
We do not want to end up the end of that rope again. There, done that. Pass.
Yeah.
In fixing the walls of the hut a little bit as I go around, are there gaps that I can peer through into her room just to make sure that there's not like demonic imps or something waiting to devour us in our sleep?
No and no.
Okay.
We may actually just get a good night's rest.
We should take turns to stand watch in case she attempts to deflower your priesthood while you sleep.
I agree.
Very well.
I was going to say, we can let Horgrin sleep first.
Okay.
Since he had the most trialing. I'll take first watch.
Okay. Very well.
Yeah.
Do you need a roll for the watch, or?
Yes, I'll give you a roll for the watch. Call it a Constitution check, because you're basically just trying to stay awake.
14.
Yeah. You're sufficiently worried that the fear kind of keeps you on edge and keeps you awake and watching. She will offer you all tea if you wish.
I'll take it. I'll drink it.
Yeah. It's made with local herbs and things. It's a little bit bitter, but
I will not drink the tea.
Jakar is like, no.
I'll drink it.
And I too will pass and just take some of my own water from that fresh and delightful waterfall.
Of course.
I'll trust
All
my
right.
Constitution, my mighty Constitution.
At the end of the first watch, I'll wake Shakar.
What?
Your turn. Sleepy time. Ugh.
Okay. I will sit up and flip through my little mini grimoire / holy book.
All right. So roll me a con check.
Everyone or
Just you.
just me?
Yeah.
Is that a 2d8 or a d20 one?
2d8.
Is there a rule over which one it is at any particular time? Or?
D20's combat, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
checks
D20s. Yeah, checks are 2d8.
Okay, I get 13.
13. Yeah, you'll manage to keep yourself awake, kind of on guard. Yeah. No, nothing really seems to approach the hut or do anything. I mean, yeah, there's animals and things like that out there for sure, but it's very strange that this woman would be living here all alone in a place where the show still roam and other horrible things that you've seen, and nobody has bothered her.
Yeah, well,
Agreed.
don't question it. I'll just jinx it. So when my watch is complete, I will tap Horgrin awake with my staff.
All right.
Your turn.
Roger, head out to the front. Find a log or something to sit on, get comfortable, have my sword on the ground. Try my best to stay awake.
All right. Roll 2d8. Add in your con bonus.
Wow, 15
That was your total?
total.
Yeah, you're wide awake.
Good rest. I'm humming a song. I'm humming a song most of the time that my mother taught me when I was young. So I'm not being particularly quiet, not really loud, but I'm kind of entertaining myself.
Well, while you're out on watch, the woman will step out of her bed chambers and come around to you.
Okay.
She'll offer you again. It's like the morning is almost here. Are you sure I can't tempt you?
You do tempt me, but I will pass. Thank you.
She'll look really kind of displeased.
Mm-hmm.
If you won't serve me one way, then you will serve me another.
Okay.
Her features will twist, and suddenly she grows into this, 9-foot tall, misshapen monstrosity with teeth all over the place and huge claws and bright blue skin.
Oh, okay.
So you're face to face with an ogress.
Oh, it just sounds great. Oh, help! When I pull my sword out and my shield up.
Does that wake us?
I'm going to give you two guys a con check.
12.
Okay.
And 13.
Yeah, you're both wide awake because it's a little hard to sleep when you know that something out here is amiss. So yeah, you'll both come awake. I'm not going to give you benefit of your turn until next round, because right now it's just Randy and the ogre. So
yeah, did you hear something?
Yes. So Randy gets to go first.
All right.
He's a hero.
Grab my sword and I attack. I'm trying to try to furiously rush toward her and attack with abandon, perhaps changing my mind if I can.
Okay.
That would be a 12 total. Oh, I'm rolling a d20. I have
right.
Hit because of my strength. 12 total.
Okay, 12 total.
Mm-hmm.
You will miss.
With my fray die.
She has more hit dice than you.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Swing miss.
Yes. Yeah. You're just a little taken off guard because this was a gorgeous woman 1 second ago, and now it's a hulking monstrosity that wants to eat you. And
gotcha.
Do horrible things to you.
Right.
Her rebuttal will be to attack you with a great big fist.
Oh boy.
I got a natural 15. She has 4 hit dice. That turns into a 19. What's your AC?
Well, 3. Is that correct? This lower is better, right?
Yes.
3. My shield.
So, okay. So when you're rolling to attack, you want to hit a 20.
Right.
So what you're going to do is you roll your dice, you add your attack number, and then you add your opponent's armor class.
Right.
And if you get a 20 or over, you hit. She got a natural 15. She has +4 from her hit dice, making it a 19. Yeah. So, yeah, even unless your AC was like a 0.
No. Got it.
Yeah. So she'll ping you with that great big fist. And I got an 8, so that translates into 2 damage, I believe.
Oh boy. Okay.
Or is it 4?
8 says, mine says 6 to 9 is 2 unless it's different for monsters.
Okay, so no, it's the same. So 6 to 9 is 2. So yeah, you will take 2 hit points of damage from that great big fist as she smashes your face in.
Quickly. I guess there's a close line between love and hate, I guess.
It is indeed. But now the entire party can act.
Yay!
Alistair, she's fisting Holgren.
Oh, I knew it was too good to be true.
From fire to fist! I can't win!
Going to check.
You don't necessarily have to go first, Ryan. So you can let someone else go first.
I kind of do want someone else to go first here.
Is this a new round? A new round, or are they?
It's a brand new round. The whole party gets to go first.
Okay.
Right.
I'll go ahead. Go ahead, Corinne. Go ahead.
No, go on. You want to. You're
all
closest, so it makes sense for you to go first.
13 is a miss.
13. Let's see. Her AC. Ogres have a 5, so yes, you miss.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
I exit the hut, stab
Yes.
my staff into the ground, and make some complicated kung fu style gestures and hurl a pair of small bolts of electricity into her.
Okay.
So that automatically hits.
That's a fray dice.
Well, the 7 small thunders first.
Uh-huh.
That's rolled a 5 total, and the fray dice, which is for the extra bolt, just to explain it, that rolled a 2. So a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2 translates into a 1 and a 1. So you'll do 2 hit dice of damage to her. That is she's a 4 hit dice creature, so she's pretty badly wounded. But the round isn't over with yet. So Alistair still has this thing.
Don't eat my new friend. He's only half cooked.
I'm going to use my fray die first. Is that okay?
Except that it's bigger than you and you can't use
Oh.
your fray dice.
No fray dice. So then I will just lash out with a chain.
Okay.
That's going to be a miss all the way around. That's 8.
Sorry. Yep. So, whoosh.
Return.
Yeah, ogres are pretty tough, and I like using them pretty often. But she rolled a 7. That's not going to hit you, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
So she'll reel that fist back and miss and whiff and hit the side of the hut.
I'll attempt to roll to the opposite side so that she's between me and the other party members. I want her to be facing me, so she's clearly intent on killing me. So I'll roll if I can to that side and come up with the shield. I'll try to sweep her legs with my sword and try to cut it off if I can.
Okay.
18.
Oh, that's going to hit all day long.
So 8 damage would translate to 2 points.
All right. Yeah,
My die of damage. I did 6 plus 2 is 8. Then I looked on the chart for 2 points. Correct?
Right.
Okay.
So you'll deal 2 points of damage, which is 2. It's not 2 points; it's 2 hit dice.
2 hit dice, right?
Yeah. Your blow will chop straight through her kneecaps, taking her out of both legs. She'll fall flat on her back. Blood spraying everywhere. She bleeds out almost immediately.
Yeah.
Screaming and hitting the ground in anger.
If possible, if she's making a lot of noise, I'm going to try to drive my sword into her mouth. I want to shut her up fast.
She's already dead, but yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
Making lots of noise to attract things. If I can't, that's fine.
Yeah, she'll kind of shut up after you stick her through the throat.
Okay. Good. Whoa! I won't say I'm fully shocked, but I'm shocked.
Fucking ogres.
So she made an offer that I guess I couldn't refuse. Okay.
She would have eaten you either way.
Good point.
I want to sleep somewhere where things don't try to fucking eat me every single time.
Good luck.
That's why we pay those outrageous inn fees. Well, I suppose
you guys want to rest more. Or you guys, it'll be morning. The sun's probably coming up soon. But
Yeah, we had 2 watches. We're probably okay.
If you want to rest, I'll keep watching. I'll clear this mess up.
Did she hurt you?
I have a minor scratch here. I think I'll be okay though, but just a minor.
We should see if she left anything interesting in her bedroom.
Good idea. You check that out. I'll take care of the body.
Mm.
Dragging it out to the woods, get it away from the center of the place.
Sure.
I'll Yoda it back into the hut and have a look.
I'll start tossing the main room too, because I'm just pissed because everything tries to eat me when I sleep.
Warriors don't sleep. I got screwed when I slept.
Yeah, the hut itself, it's designed to be enticing, so there's nothing in it that's, unnaturally, strange or anything, but yeah, if you check out the adjacent grounds and everything, you will kind of discover a pretty good distance from the hut is a pretty good sized mound where obviously she was throwing remains, burying them.
Ogres. So there's ogres.
There's always ogres. There's always bad people out there who do bad things. Of course there's ogres.
Was there
the world full of
anything
crazy people, Jack? Hoodlums.
Yep.
Anything that would, I guess, give us insight to the town, or is she definitely just like rogue ogre on the road picking off people in between villages?
Ogres tend to be found outside of towns, villages. They, because they want to keep their doings a secret, because ogres are created when evil people engage in horrible acts and are consumed by their lusts and desires and transformed into monsters.
Right.
But amongst your things, you will find. Please roll me a 1d6, please.
3.
30 gold pieces of assorted money. You will also find. Roll a 1d6, please. Somebody.
1.
1 piece of cheap jewelry and 1 piece of costly jewelry. Would you like to roll the cheap jewelry first or the costly jewelry?
Cheap first.
Okay, so roll 1d10.
Six.
It is a 60 gold piece. Roll 1d12.
4.
It's a bangle. Looks like a woman's bangle. Was worth about 60 gold pieces. It's kind of cheap and probably came off of a legitimate prostitute. But there's also a costly piece of jewelry. Please roll 1d6.
5.
It's worth 500 gold pieces, and it is a roll 1d12.
3.
An armlet. Ooh. Okay. What's so special about this armlet? Roll 1d6, please.
4.
It is partly made of. Roll 1d6.
5.
Electrum. So that's why it's worth so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys found some stuff. Good.
Yeah, small reward for an interrupted night.
Also, adjoining the hut, you will find chained up, kind of, away from the house, is a kind of a familiar face. Your old buddy Philip, who apparently must have fallen foul of the ogress.
Said she had food.
Of course you succumbed to such a creature. You are led by your desires, foolish man.
Shakar, you know him.
Yes, we've met before, and he abandoned me in the midst of our adventures.
Is he going to try to eat us?
I don't know. How long has she kept you here, and has she fed you?
She's been feeding you, but you think it's mostly just to keep you fattened up for the kill.
She said something about lotion on the skin. I thought I could eat it.
Let's free him then.
Very well.
Yeah, you will find his gear stowed nearby, under her house.
Well met, Philip. I'm Horgan.
Yes, we met Horgrin being cooked by goblins.
Food
Had you
theme in these parts.
had you met Alistair?
He hadn't.
This is Alistair Banana Time.
Good day.
He's a priest of sorts.
I am very priestly. Yes. Bless you.
The only injury Philip seems to have is apparently he had a head wound that never healed properly, and it's probably why he only has a 3 intelligence, I think.
I've got a whole 4.
Oh, okay, a 4 intelligence. Okay.
Oh.
So he can actually make most speech without making too many grunting sounds.
I'm just this much smarter than your average cow.
He's got about a 40 IQ. So
Okay.
Yes. What he lacks for in brains, he makes up for in courage. It'll be good to have your strength alongside us, Philip, as we take on these demon beasts. You will come with us. There is strength in numbers.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
okay.
I'm going to get along famously with this guy.
Mongo just pawn in Game of Life.
Well, setting out on the road again.
It's not. One of these villages that are oppressed.
Oh, there are many villages that are oppressed. My goal was actually to have the party get a few levels before they took on the Haishan village, because
Okay.
it's got some pretty dangerous opponents. But I don't know, a party of 4, I mean, might be able to take them on.
I like levels.
I like levels. Well, the nice thing is, if Philip gets through today's session, then he'll be level 2 officially.
Cool.
And Grim will be level 3 officially. So
Yes.
you have a decent powered party to handle what's coming.
Is there a cap on levels in this game? Like a 10 or something?
I don't think there is. I think the chart stops at like 10, but
You can keep advancing.
I mean, technically,
yeah. 11 plus 11 XP each level. Well, plus 11 XP each level. So yeah, you can just keep on going.
Right.
Yeah. What kind of horrible thing can you run across next that I can throw at you before?
Didn't you save your hex map?
I didn't save my hex map. I tossed it, so I can generate another one really quick if I want to. But so far, I'm just using the random generation stuff from Scarlet Heroes because it works.
Yeah.
Along with some notes I made. But yeah. So about a half a day from the ogress's hut, you do hear the sounds of village life and run across fields.
Somewhere safe we can sleep without being eaten, hopefully.
I wouldn't bet it on it.
Philip, are you from one of these nearby villages? Or are you from where Alistair and Shakar are? Where are you from?
I came with I woke up with Shakar in a cave out of a village.
You don't remember anything else, huh?
We were traveling in a caravan towards a larger, more civilized town, and the caravan was waylaid, and we were thrown in a hole in the ground. So, yeah.
I had a similar rough start.
I think we've all had a rough start.
Yeah.
I fell on my head.
You don't say.
That's not good.
He has a noticeable scar on his head.
Is Philip a big guy like me, or bigger, or is he like a real strong dude, or something?
I don't know what's your strength at.
What does Philip look like?
It's a 10. So
It's a 10.
I'm not some big old giant hulking beast,
Yeah.
but I've got a pretty good constitution, so I seem to bounce back pretty well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And he actually, I think he's like one of the only people in the party who has magic weapons.
Ooh. Very cool.
I have a shield.
Oh, I thought you got an axe or something too.
That too, but not magic.
Okay. Excellent. We got a good crew here.
It's a decent crew. Yeah. This is a village. Looks to be a decent size. That seems to have a tavern, matchmaker, an actual brothel, a prison, a bank,
Wow.
a tin worker, an armor and weapons place, a blacksmith, a fortune teller, a post office, a tinkerer, and an actual witch.
No rinky-dink town here.
No, it's about 343 people. It's a good sized village.
A fortune teller, you say.
Uh-huh. And they do have guards, of course, because they have to. I mean, it's out here in the wilds. It's like you all kinds of things come after you.
Well, since we're in civilization, and even though we're all dripping with coin and jewelry, I will take my begging bowl out.
Shameless.
I'm going to head to the fortune tellers.
Might as well tag along. It's going to be where the rest of the businesses are. Might as well hang out and see what you discover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fortune teller is actually a young woman. The place is called the Third Eye.
Does she remind me, is her setup anything like my mother? My mother she was a mystic before she did those things. I'm trying to figure out if I think she might be
Legit.
Insight. Yes.
She could be.
Okay.
Apparently, she reads bones.
Very well. You should have
That's what gets us in trouble all the time.
You should have made me laugh. I have plenty of bone for you.
You're saying she's a snake charmer.
No, they met the snake charmer already, and that didn't go well.
She was not a kind one. I go in and I will ask her first. How much? Do this. Will a silver suffice? I put a silver down.
It's like, good heavens, that's plenty. What did you wish to ask?
I pull if I can, with my halberd, and I pull my shirt up as much as I can, and I want to show her I have a birthmark that my mother says is significant. Now, I don't know if that matters to you. You kind of go about the reading it your own way, but this is, I don't know. It's not. It doesn't seem to look like anything that I can figure out. It's a strange shape of some sort. But I ask her, can she tell me what does my future hold?
She'll take the bones out and cast them into a fire, stir them around a little bit, and then pull them back out and examine them in the way that they're burned.
Mm-hmm.
You are destined to fight a living god.
I don't know if Chikara is with me there, but I do.
I don't know if Chikara went with you.
I'm probably going a little white, and I just kind of stand up and say thank you, and I kind of come out, and I'm probably a little dazed at this point, and I kind of sit down and just start thinking about what she said.
If anybody was with you, she probably would have said, "Oh, he ran out before he heard the rest of the fortune." Oh well.
Tell me, I will convey it to him.
But before he fights a god, he must fight an ancient creature steeped in made of metal.
Ah, thank you. You seem to have unsettled my friend.
Creature can often be very unsettling. Shall I read yours?
No. I know my future.
As you wish.
Orgrin, don't worry. You don't have to kill a god yet. You have to kill a big ancient evil made of metal first.
Oh,
I'm sure
That's so
that's
much
very
better.
comforting.
Mother may have been right. I can't believe it. She may have been right.
We're on our way to destroy an ancient evil. It can't have been too much of a surprise.
That's true. True. Good point. Good point. Good point. That settles me, son. That's a good point, Shigar. I'm not the brightest bulb in the lamp. Very good. Sounds good.
Deep breaths.
Yeah. Good. Right. Do some push-ups. Gotta get ready for this.
Can I find a place to go sell a couple of the extra weapons I have?
Say what?
I have a couple of weapons. I wanted to see if I could sell those.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, it's amazing how fast money slips through your fingers in this town. You're pretty sure by the end of this adventure, you will be absolutely broke.
Oh, no.
That won't be hard. I only have 1 gold.
There you go.
I've been holding your share. We have something in the region of 13,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Gold is apparently common here.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It's very common amongst the bodies of ogres and things that try to eat us.
Yes.
Which there are many.
Imagine if things hadn't kept trying to eat us. We'd be impoverished.
By the way, Randy, I use the optional rule on page 81, which is Wastrel Heroes.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Well, it says some groups like to recapitulate the flavor of classic sword and sorcery adventures wherein the hero is found penniless at the start of every new exploit, having wasted the proceeds of the last on wine wantons and riotous excess.
Okay.
And more scholarly heroes might do essentially the same as they seek to buy ancient tomes, pay tutors, and hire acquisitions of long-lost lores. So, basically, at the end of an adventure, if a Wastrel hero spends, loses, or otherwise divests himself of every coin he has acquired during his adventures, he earns 1 point of fortune. This fortune may be spent to instantly restore half your maximum hit points or to defy death with no hit point loss, or increase of the dice.
Gotcha.
Only 1 point of fortune may be spent each day. It says Wastrels may keep magic items that they find, non-movable property or appropriate gear for their trade, but at the start of every adventure must find them hard up for money. A Wastrel prince who has won his throne through cunning might command a splendid palace, but each adventure session will start with his treasury empty, his larder scanty, and a pressing need for liquid funds.
Gotcha.
It does say that treasure may be spent during an adventure without penalty, such as for bribing of pliable officials or the scattered bait to convince a band of pursuers to break off the chase. The extravagant spending of a Wastrel leaves no tangible traces behind, although a GM may choose to bring in an avaricious tavern dancer, grasping master thief, or vengeful spouse into an adventure to tie into a past binge of revelry. Which I probably will, but
Spend away.
yes.
I started with 2d10 silver, so I'm assuming I'm going to be penniless before long.
Oh, yes.
So I'll get some food and I'll drink some of that silver up.
Yeah, they have good booze here. And what's this? Oh, the ogress.
Yeah.
You did some AI art?
I did. I installed Stable Diffusion because I couldn't resist, right?
Wow.
Hey. Wow. Yeah, that was beating the crap out of you, Randy.
Wow. Not quite as hot as she was initially.
Yeah. Well, she got ugly real fast.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh.
All right. So, like I said, I'm going to find a place to eat, have a few drinks, calm down, and probably get some good rest tonight. Hopefully, without dying.
Well, the inns here are at least lice-free and clean, and there is a bathhouse, which I'm sure most of you will probably avail yourselves of.
Yep.
I'm actually looking for a relatively quiet evening for once. So out of character, I'm going to, or uncharacteristically, I'm going to hit the bathhouse and let everyone know, hey, we should decide on an inn where we're all going to meet. I'm just tucking in. I got nothing.
Sounds good. Let's all be at
You
the place.
said there are 2 inns?
Yes.
Which is the most comfortable looking?
Let's see. Well, you could always spend the night in the brothel, but that's
That wouldn't be
probably
especially restful.
that wouldn't be especially restful. There's one inn here. It's the Hunter's Torch Tavern.
Okay.
I'll be over there.
Okay. We've got plenty of money, so hire out a room just for us, pay for the innkeeper to get us a nice feast and some of the best drink in the village.
Does anyone want any random visitors to show up? In the form of ladies that are only going to eat us in pleasurable ways.
Well, obviously not suitable for us, Alistair, but Horgrin and Philip might require such tender ministrations. And the nights can get terribly cold here.
Philip? Huh?
Very well. Here's another
I like
person
pretty
planning to
ladies.
innkeep. Bring us the finest, cleanest ladies from the establishment to warm the beds of 2 of our fellows tonight.
Yes, so we'll get
on
the
page
presidential
12.
suite.
On page 12, I do actually have the services for hirelings for not only assassinations, but let's see what fine inn is 1 gold piece a day, which this would count as, and a fine meal is 2 silver a day.
Okay.
Unless you want to rent
but
a
we're
house or
throwing
something.
more money at him than necessary.
Probably. And yes, apparently harlots are 2 silver pieces a night on average. So,
Let's hire all the harlots and take them adventuring with us.
that would be. Why not? They're hirelings technically.
Just
Yeah,
stand
give-
in
give
front
them-
and don't ask questions.
Armor and weapons for all of them.
Change your last name to Hooker.
Yes.
You do know where that came from, right? From the Civil War general Joe Hooker.
Oh, I was thinking TJ.
No, he used to. He used to have a bunch of camp women following him around during the Civil War, and
Oh, okay.
it became known as hookers. So,
Oh, gotcha. Is that where the actual word came from? Then is what you're saying?
yes,
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
there you go. I taught you some history.
Hey, that's all right.
They were called brass heels here in the UK because they spent so much time walking around on cobblestones that they reinforced the heels of their boots.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. The oldest profession has a lot of really interesting stories, I'll tell you. Don't get me started on one of these days. I'll have to tell you where the stripper pole comes from.
Oh, my goodness.
Ancient Sumeria, if you wouldn't believe it.
If I get to play a second time, I'll be sure to bring a calculus lesson. It'll be very
Okay. Hey, why not?
It'll be riveting.
Hey, Das Wolfen, it's good to see you, buddy.
Hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, after the party gets a nice relaxing bath and probably a tumble and definitely good, well-cooked food and plenty of spirit, get a good night's sleep here in... What did I say the name of this place was? Yawan Village.
Yeah, well,
Because you want to stay here.
Hey, these all came from the Red Tide book. So
after I do enjoy the company of the lady that's there with me, I will, if I feel like she's being amenable to it, I will regale or bore her with my destiny.
oh, believe me, you're paying, so she's
She's
absolutely
acting like she's interested. Good. So I will
she's
hang.
absolutely yeah.
And I
Hang on,
will
let me
tell her all about what my mother predicted.
let me roll an acting check here. Let's see. How good is she?
She's gonna have to roll a 1 for me not to buy it.
That's a 12.
Oh, okay.
You're thoroughly convinced that this woman loves you and absolutely is hanging on every single word that you say.
You see, my mother said there was a great destiny for me, and then today,
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Yep.
Man, she is so good. She's, you're about ready to, put a ring on her finger and everything.
So I will fall asleep in her arms so she can get up and scoot out whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm. Later on, she'll be telling her friends, you should get a load of the shit this guy was telling me.
He's so full of crap.
Well, people will bug you for, the news of the road and everything that's been going on. And I'm sure some of those stories will get around too, as to, how you slew the Yoma of the village and, saved a neighboring village from the filth vampires and ogres and things.
Yeah, more ogres. Well, maybe if the people around here were more morally righteous and upstanding, there wouldn't be so many ogres.
I'm gonna start keeping ogre trophies. We could have like an ogre tooth necklace by now.
As the ladies are leaving in the morning, does this town have any troubles?
Oh, yes, indeed. Right now, mostly we are trying to defend ourselves against the Heishan.
Do I know what a Heishan is?
That's the name of the village where the god
That's the-
beast lives.
Yeah, the evil guys.
Oh, them, yes. Well, that's what we're on our way to deal with. Can you tell us anything about them?
They have many zealotous guards, and they are all have a cultish fanaticism towards their god beast.
You live so close to them. How have you survived?
We have our guards, and we do trade with them. Their disgusting cattle always need food, and we grow food here in this village that their cattle can eat. But they do demand sacrifices from time to time. If you see that there are no slaves for sale, it is because they purchase them every opportunity, probably to feed their demon god.
And you would rather give them slaves than honest villagers?
She'll shrug. Would you rather sell yourself? Would you rather sacrifice yourself to a demon god or somebody else?
Oh, God, no. Someone else.
We are not even the worst village that is hit, though. There are others that surround in our area that they also hit up for food and sacrifice.
Have you not thought to band together, combine your strength against them?
We're too far spread out.
Have you tried a really big weapon?
Yes. Have you tried hitting them really hard?
There was an adventurer here once who said that he was going to a set of ruins to find a weapon that would stop the god beast. He set out in search, but we don't know. He never came back, so.
Which way did he go?
She'll point you to the northwest. There were ancient ruins located a day away in that direction. It was an old city of some sort, or an old town. Nobody goes there now. The show, when they attacked, they destroyed most of it. It's all ruins and very dangerous.
But some magnificent weapon of use against the god beast may be secreted there.
Possibly.
What is this weapon of lore?
Do I look like a scholar?
Well, I don't know. You were doing some studying last night.
You look better than the elderly monks who taught me.
Well, is there a village scholar that would be a historian of sorts that could tell us of this weapon?
Yes, he wears a T-shirt. No.
I've heard of this.
I set him up, you knock him down.
I did indeed.
But he only knows the history of pee.
Yes, yes. I can tell you all about urine.
If you're after historian, you're in luck.
Yes. There is nobody like that here, unfortunately.
It sounds as
Thank you
though
for the
we
information.
have a new destination that could potentially really help us out with the evil cow god mutant babies.
Yes. I'll toss her the armlet we took off the ogress.
Oh, wow!
As
She'll
payment for
marvel
her
at
help.
that. That's quite a reward.
Yep. Yes, it seems like we have a new destination. Some sort of powerful weapon that perhaps either Philip or Horgrin can wield against the demon beast god.
I'm all in. I'm all in. Let's go.
Well, I see no reason to waste daylight.
Yes, let's replenish our supplies and see what we can find.
Yes. I attempt to find the lady I was with last night and tell her, I'm sorry, but I have to leave.
Still has her convinced. She has those big eyes and convince you, must you? And
We got to
Be right back.
We have to come back here, fellas. What's this village called again? Taiwan or Tai? Is that right?
Yawan.
Yawan. Yawana. Yeah.
Going good.
My dearest love resides in Yawan.
All right. Let's see. We're about an hour and 40 minutes in. Let's see. Grim had to leave for something. Do you guys want to take a 10-minute break?
You guys, if you need a t-shirt, let's do it.
I'm okay.
I
Caster?
may actually bow out at break time just because I'm not doing as well as I thought I would.
Oh dear.
Gotcha, Ryan.
Well,
Feel better, man. Feel better.
I will.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of days.
yeah, I understand. It's kind of like a flu shot, how you have to take a couple of days to get over it.
Worse than that, I think.
It's no fun, and I'm not here to complain about it. So,
All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and just take a 10-minute break? We'll be back at.
Okay.
Well, let's see. It's 3:40. I have 3:45, so I guess we can reconvene at 4
Okay.
at the latest.
Sounds good.
I'll be
Maybe I'll-
listening and with you in spirit.
All right, that's cool.
All
All right. So we'll just take a break. Just mute yourselves. And
Well, I'm back.
Did Gordon ever give you tickets to the hockey? The general play?
We're nearly there. We're nearly back. We're just killing a little time in the meantime. Things been going pretty good though over here. Been playing a bit of Transformers. Which is my other Sunday game.
Hey, Aaron Caster.
How we doing?
Very good. Hey, you still thinking about coming up? Coming up north?
Yeah, I am. I'm kind of getting the money together, so I should probably be able to pay for it here in the next probably 2-3 weeks.
You got like we have a deadline. April 1st is normally the deadline.
Okay.
If you're even a week late, that's cool. So it'll be like I said, you do know it's not really a convention. We just a bunch of guys get together, we run games all weekend and talk a lot of crap. So it's fun.
That's kind of what I figured it was.
Yeah, it's about 20. I'm expecting 20 of us this year. We've had as many as 28, but I'm expecting 20. So it's a good crowd. It's a decent place to get together and hang out. You're kind of away from stuff, but you're not too far from a few stores we need it. But we're on a lake. It's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. What kind of games have you guys done in the past with that?
We've done a variety. I have run a lot of 3rd edition in Pathfinder in the past. I've moved from that. I did 13th Age for a long time. I'm a big Savage Worlds guy, and I run the Aliens RPG once. That went really well. We have guys that run Pathfinder 1E. We have guys that run 5th edition. We have guys that run their own. We got one guy runs his own style game in a Fallout type sort of setting. And he loves to he likes to ham it up in his games. We have some folks that got a lot of D&D style games, but we're open to anything. We've had a few board games. We got a guy that loves board games, but we don't always get a lot of people that jump into the board games. But we're willing to do anything. The guy ran Cthulhu, he's coming. The Cthulhu guys, and he's a big fan of Risk too. So he's a hardcore DM. So he ran some great Cthulhu games. So we've done a variety.
Oh, so like I'm kind of like looking over my list of stuff, and it's like I like I said, I've got a little variety of stuff. I've been really delving into a lot of as of late old school essentials for kind of what I've
been playing that too. That's fun.
Oh yeah, I've also got the shirt on it.
You ran a game, you'd get takers on probably almost anything. We got guys that we got the whole spectrum of players that like different stuff. So yeah, but we're mostly a D&D fantasy crowd, but we do have people that love sci-fi. We do Star Wars, a variety of Star Wars games. So I don't know what you're into in general, but OSC, I'd run that too. That would go over well.
Say most of my books are just out of reach, but like I've got all the I think I have almost all of the books for the Edge of the Empire system.
I've never played that. So I don't know if anyone...
the only downside I think for some people is the fact that it needs funky dice.
Yep. Yeah, we got some folks that don't like that, but I got a few guys I know that like that system. So at least two Gregs both like it, I think.
Okay.
So if you wanted to run something that's great, if you just want to come and feel us out and see what you think and be a player, it's up to you, man. So we're gonna have plenty of DMs. So I know I'm running 13th Age this year. I'll also be running Deadlands, probably a two-parter.
Ooh.
I love Deadlands, so the newest version, but I'll have pre-gens and all that, so it'll be something we can jump right into. And I do like Savage Worlds, so.
Oh, this would be great. I'll just kind of come up, try a bunch of new systems that I've probably haven't played before, and then suddenly find myself needing to then buy the books. So then by the time I've probably left, I've already ordered them off of like Amazon or Drive-Thru or Big Geek or.
Yeah, T-shirts sold me already on this Red Scarlet Heroes. I'm down with this. So
You like it?
yeah, I think I'm gonna buy I want to get the book and the PDF, so I want to have the whole thing.
It's worth it.
Can I get it through Crawford directly, or do I have to go through Drive-Thru to get the book?
Well, it used to be that Crawford sold editions through his website, but this is not one of the ones that he sells through his website. So, yeah, you have to go through DTRPG. I am sorry.
That's all right. I'll bite the book.
But not that I'm not having fun with this game. I'm still enjoying it, obviously. But at some point in the future, I would like to go ahead and run Darwin's World for everybody.
Oh, dude, I would so want to get in that. Yes.
Yeah, because I really my biggest thing is I really love post-apocalyptic settings, and
You run the Savage Worlds or the D20 version?
the D20 version. I don't own the Savage Worlds one.
I'm not sure. I have the I have the Savage Worlds for sure. So,
Yeah,
I would like to.
I worked on the D20 version. So,
Oh, that's right. You said that. That's cool, man. Yeah.
but I love it. I would run Year of the Zombie, but I don't know. It seems like if you run Darwin's World, you could easily run Year of the Zombie along with it.
I was going to say, yeah, I think that would actually fit. You could have an area with zombies all over the place.
Yeah, they dovetail pretty well. Oh, Grim's back. Okay, so we're all here?
I am, yes. Hello.
All right. Well, we lost Alistair during the break, but that's okay. I mean, the guy's not feeling good. He's not feeling good. So.
Do you get hit points for resting or not?
Well, technically, yeah. Let me see.
Because I was down 2. If I could get 1 or 2 of those back, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, easily. But let me tell you what the actual healing rules are.
Okay.
Okay. Every hero can take a few minutes after battle or another injury to bandage their wounds and catch their breath. At these times, the hero can heal up to 2 hit points of damage inflicted on their most recent fray or misadventure.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. It says this healing can't mend older wounds, damage inflicted by defying death or other taxes on their luck and vitality. But it says a hero who gets a full night's rest with adequate food will regain a number of hit points equal to their level.
Okay.
If the hero is in a safe, comfortable place and aided by a physician or their own relevant medical traits, they may heal double this amount by spending a full day recuperating.
Well, would you like to just 1 or 2 then? Which would be? It sounds like I didn't think of it when I got hurt. So should be a.
2 hit points is no big deal. You can get that back.
All right.
It also says, depending on the hero, this healing benefit may also be gained by spending the day in righteous debauchery and wildly excessive drinking.
I did do a little bit of that.
There you go. So yeah, getting totally healed up is not a problem. Yeah, I like the game's really elegant simplicity. It's not a lot of rules. It's very quick to pick up. And the nice thing is, if I want, I don't have to just use the Scarlet Heroes book by itself. I can pick up another book from another system and plug it right in, and it works fine.
I was looking at this is supposed to be for solo or very small parties. We had 4. It seems like this might work for even larger parties if you just up the danger.
Yeah, you have to pump the hit dice up for the creatures, otherwise they'll tear it up really fast.
Oh, that's right. when the ogre only had 4, right? It's all
Mhm.
yeah.
But like when I want to supplement this game,
Mhm.
what I usually do is I go to my copy of where is it? I got it over here somewhere. Let me find it. I haven't been using it lately. Labyrinth Lord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I use my advanced Labyrinth Lord book, and then it fits the game just perfectly because it uses the same exact armor class system.
Oh, okay.
So like a Basilisk has armor class 4, and it works exactly the same.
That would work for. Sounds like is Labyrinth Lord a take on AD&D, I think, or is it the original D&D?
Well, they have 2 versions. They have one that's for basic and one for advanced D&D. I use advanced Labyrinth Lord.
Yeah, I was going to say my AD&D books would work too. I think pretty smooth. Ogre has 4+3 hit dice, so there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So yeah, it plugs in. It dovetails really well. I almost have to recommend it because the Scarlet Heroes book has quite a few critters in the bestiary, but they're very localized and limited. They have a very strong Malaysian feel to them, which is kind of what's neat about the setting because it's a lot different from anything I've ever seen. There's just a lot of unique. What's that?
You don't see a lot of game material from that sort of mythology and area. It's a shame because it is interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, it has Aswangs and Babi Nagipets and Centipede women and all these other things.
Oh, I saw that picture. That was gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
That was a gnarly picture of that Centipede woman.
And something I haven't really thrown at the party yet is it also has the Hell Kings and their minions.
Oh, okay.
Which that's very much a Eastern thing. Let me see.
Just trying to find. There was a monster manual someone made for like old school essentials that has the guy's from Vietnam, and so he was drawing from a lot of inspiration from a lot of the mythology and that from there. That might also be a good one to look into. Let me see if I can dig this up for you.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because anything that's Southeast Asian fits Scarlet Heroes perfect.
And it has the red. I'm not drive through. They also have the Red Tide campaign source book.
Mm-hmm. There's about 4 books that you should pick up if you really want a complete Scarlet Heroes game.
Okay.
There's the Scarlet Heroes Deluxe book. There's the Red Tide campaign book. There is the Crimson Pandect, which has more classes and more spells.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's what's it called? Sword. I want to say Sword Lord or something. Sword Sworn.
Okay.
What's it?
I found it. It was a series he's been doing called Creature Feature.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like really crazy looking monsters that he's been putting things together for.
Talking about
I'll drop a link in the private chat here.
Gavin Norman. Oh, nice.
Yeah. That last book is really for domain play. So that one could probably be an option. But definitely, Crimson Pandect, Red Tide, and Scarlet Heroes.
Right.
And then, like I said, I would get Advanced Labyrinth Lord just to supplement your monster list.
Okay. That would go along compatible. I think monsters for that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Ooh, Jeremy Hart, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, yeah. He's got all kinds of stuff there. Oh, for Index Card RPG. That's a game I own, and I really haven't messed with very much.
Played it last week. It's fun.
Index Card RPG?
I did. My buddy of mine ran it. It was fun. Warp Shell. It was cool.
I think I wanted to ordering a copy from my local games shop, and I need to stop and see if they've got it in yet. So probably have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I know how that is. I got that one at the same time that I got that game that Randy reviewed. Was it the one with all the D6s? You just reviewed it. You just put a video out about it.
Oh, that was ICRPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. The Master Edition. Yep.
That was Index Card?
Yeah, it was Index Card. Yep.
I thought there was another one you did. Hold on. Let me look.
I don't think so. I'm going to do 5 Torches Deep eventually.
Oh, Easy D6.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't me.
Okay, yeah. That one looks interesting. But yeah. Anyway. All right. So, what is the party going to be doing now?
I think we're leaving, heading northwest, right? Is that the case, Greg?
Yeah. After we replenish our supplies.
Yep.
Yes. Spending all your hard-earned money.
Trying to wake up Alistair. He goes, I'm sleepy. No one's eating me. I'm staying.
Yeah, apparently Alistair indulged in way too much women and food and is sick off of his gourd and begs for you not to drag him along with you.
Okay.
Would I be able to, like, say, exchange in town the hand axe for like a dagger?
Easily. Or Jakar could just get you another one.
Or that. I didn't think of that, all right? Can you blame Philip?
Nope. But Jakar probably would have suggested, is like, well, why don't I just buy you one? Because
Yeah.
You have money?
Yes.
Oh.
The evil creatures that have waylaid us have been most generous.
Love that about it.
Oh.
They're dead. They're very generous.
evil creatures always have money, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why they're evil.
Damn capitalist.
All right. Hey, awesome one. Nice to see you. All right. Well, setting off on your journey. She said it was about a day away. Let's see if anything happens during that day. Ah, yes. Now I remember what's going to happen. Well, as you've set out, this is kind of off the beaten path, and soon you find yourselves, kind of deep in the woods. Whoever's in the front needs to roll gosh, what's good for this? An intelligence check, I guess, or a wisdom check.
Am I assuming me, or is he? Or are you more? Probably me.
I think. Yeah.
And now do I roll 2d8 on this?
Yes.
2d8. So just 2d8. I have no modifier for my intelligence, so it's a straight roll. Looks like 10. 8 and 2.
Something is not kosher. You're not sure what.
Hold up, guys. Something's off. I'm kind of careful. I probably have my sword. I'll get my shield off my back. I have probably my sword in hand. I'm looking around. I tell them, get focused. I'm looking around, trying to peer into the. Is it a forest or is it a jungle?
It's a bit of both.
A bit of both. So it's kind of thick. So I'm peering in there, seeing if I see anything. I'm trying to be ready. I'm not sure what it is. Something's telling me something's off here. So I go forward a little bit, but slow. I'm like advancing slowly with my weapon and shield out.
I'll hold my staff ready instead of as a walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
keep edging forward.
Yes. Or someone,
Shield up.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I'm a scimitar.
You'll hear a voice coming from part of the woods. That's far enough, Outlanders.
I'm gonna say, show yourself. Only cowards hide.
This elf dressed in wood gear will step out from behind one of the trees with a sword ready.
Mm-hmm. I say, you do not want to block our path. We are not out for our own gain. We are doing good. Please let us pass.
A group of miscreants out here in our woods, violating our sanctum. What makes you think you are going to pass?
We're seeking a ruins. It would do you well and all the people in the area to let us go.
All the people in the area, why do I care about them?
It takes me back. As soon you are reasonable, and unless they're doing you wrong, we are attempting to thwart a great evil.
We survive out here because nobody bothers us, because we kill them.
There is a village that does bother people in its surroundings, where they worship a demonic beast. We seek a weapon from the ruins, we're told, are up ahead, in order to destroy this beast and free the people from the oppression of this village.
Well, his eyes get big. He'll utter something in Elvish, and you'll see a group of 5 other elves stepping out from around you with weapons drawn.
Okay. Now tense up, but don't move one of them.
Now, one thing you know about elves. Elves are not like all the other fantasy books that you've ever read. Elves are a byproduct of man's attempts to prolong their life and longevity. So every elf that now lives is actually a sorcerer of some kind, or somebody who dabbled with sorcerous magics in the long distant past and managed to prolong their lives by becoming an elf. But unfortunately, in doing so, they forsook their humanity by becoming these. They're not necessarily hostile creatures normally, but because they're alien, their origins are so alien, a lot of them can tend to take on some very bizarre beliefs and superstitions and things. So sometimes they can be kind of unreasonable.
You wish to live, don't you? These twisted beasts that stalk the lands threaten you as much as anyone else.
What is in the ruins is not for you.
It is for us to use to strike down this demon beast.
An apotheon of our creed is buried within those ruins, and we seek to revive them for our own causes. You may not enter those ruins on pain of death.
We have no interest in interrupting your rituals, just retrieving this weapon.
I kind of whisper back to Shakar, but probably loudly, what's an apotheon?
An apotheon is like apotheosis. It's the very pinnacle, a transformation.
Ah, okay.
I understood transform.
Oh, okay.
How about we promise?
Double plus good.
How about we promise not to mess with your apotheon when you let us go?
Not good enough.
Oh.
Turn around now or pay with your lives.
Yeah, not turning around. I charge.
Okay. The battle is on with a group of elven fanatics.
Okay. Had a feeling it was happening.
I figure nobody here ever plays elves anyway, apparently. So
That wasn't an option in the starter. So that,
was it not on the starter?
just humans. That's okay. I wouldn't have played one anyway. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, it's in the deluxe book. So
that's in the business.
Talos Lanta is my ideology. No elves.
That's what I'm talking about.
think elves.
Best of all.
You steal all the trees.
Tree thieves. All right. Taking the elves down. Let's do it.
All right. Well, you're the party. You get to go first. There are 6 elven fanatics.
I'm going to make an example of the one that was opening his big mouth.
All right.
Right through his face.
Okay.
All right. Charge. 17.
17. His AC is 5, so yes, you hit.
That's 8 translates to 2 damage. Can I use my fray dice to smash one of the nearby guys with a shield?
Absolutely.
All right. So 3 points, that translates to 1. So he catches, I get his attention. Bam!
Yeah. Well, 2 of the elves will fall to you very, very quickly. You slice right through one of them and you crush another one under your shield, just smashing his little pointy-eared face. And the other 2?
Copy what?
Which one has the shiniest looking weapon?
Well, they all have swords. They're all D8 swords. So
I'm gonna go and kind of quickly figure out which one has the nice looking sword. Do I want? I want. So
well, that one has a nice looking sword.
I kind of point out that's gonna be mine. But the only thing I understand sword mine now.
Okay.
4 doesn't really hit.
Not even with pluses, but you still have your fray dice.
Wow, was the fray dice the one I don't have out?
The D8.
1.
You rolled a 1 on your fray
I
dice?
rolled my fray dice.
Yeah, you do. You sit there and you try to impress the elf with your Conan maneuvers, spinning your sword around and looking cool. He is not impressed, but it was a valiant effort. Chakar.
So what's left?
You have, he's killed 2 of them. There are 4 of these fanatics left.
Okay. I'll stab the butt of my staff into the ground, bring my hands up and crackle electricity between them, and then hurl it at 2 of them.
You see that? That was how it starts. It's very small.
So I rolled a 5 on one dice and a 3 on the other.
Okay, so you did 5 hit dice of damage. Is it to a single target?
No, I rolled a 5 and I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you got 1 point of damage.
Table for the conversion anywhere that I can
Okay.
see.
Okay, so you did 1 point of damage, and you rolled 1 on your fray dice.
I rolled a 3 on my fray dice.
So that's another 1. So 2 more elves will die under your crackling bolts, leaving only 2 left. They will need a morale check at this point. Let's see, their morale is 8.
Would it help if I screamed at them?
Well, let's see. One of them decides that this is a really good day to live because immortality is something that you shouldn't waste on lesser beings. Mm-hmm. So he will abandon his friend and run. Wow. The other one apparently will stand tall and fight because he was not impressed with Philip's sword capability. So he will try to show you his own Conan maneuvers with a 3. Oh, that was very instructive, but look, you do it this way.
Oh, I see.
That's the way not to do it, Philip. Do not
The
follow
shield
his
goes in
advice.
front of me. Oh.
I'll let you go first, Gaster, because you have the only enemy left on you.
Who?
I'm gonna take all these these new techniques I just learned, and see if I can put them to good use on them.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
Wow. What were you using for a weapon?
I had a scimitar. Which
You
yeah,
you spin your scimitar in a blinding series of slashes, and it's like you swipe up and down and left and right and center, and then you flick the blood off your scimitar, and as you spin around backwards, the elf falls into 5 pieces.
I think I like my sword better than yours.
This combat's over, unless of course you want to pursue.
You can play. I don't want to. Of course, I guess he might tell his friends, but we just need to be ready. We're not going to catch him in the woods. That's crazy. I'm not anyway. I have no way to catch him. Unless you have a magic Shikar that could stop him. I don't know how to stop him.
Only if I can see him.
Right.
In these woods, it's easy for them to get lost pretty quick.
I look at the body or the pieces of the bodies of the elves that are left. Is there anything of interest on their bodies that we would want to? Take
Oh, there's always treasure.
Oh, and then we're looking for that.
Yeah. Let me see. Yes, this was a malign elvish creed. The little band is a product of a charismatic elven philosopher, of one of the shattered remnants of a creed that made too many enemies.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see why the way they act.
And like I said, elves are kind of not a nice thing.
Gotcha.
Well, between them, you find 110 assorted gold pieces. And when I say assorted, I mean like it's small, it's big and small coinage. It's not like all 110 perfect gold pieces. It's
unlike small denominations.
Yeah.
And it's probably been minted in different countries from the past, right? So they're all different sorts of coins.
Possibly, but it all adds up to 110.
I'm just thinking, yeah, okay. Sounds good. We'll collect that.
Yeah.
Kitty, since Shikar took care of the previous night, just added to his collection there. You can keep track of that.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Yeah, it says elves were human once, long ago, until the proud sorcerer kings who led them conducted a great ritual that was to grant them immortality as gods. The ritual was flawed, and they and all their people were forever bound to the circles of the world. They do not grow old, and when an elf dies, their spirit lingers for a time before reincarnating in an elven infant. And most of their memories fade with the process, but not all, and elves are sometimes possessed by the desire to complete goals that their former incarnations never managed to achieve.
Wow.
They organize themselves in creeds, as groups of like-minded elves share similar philosophies or goals. Elves have very keen senses and can see in starlight as well as human at midday.
Cool.
That's literally all you get as an elf in this game. No bonus, no additions to your stats or anything. Which is something I kind of like. Is all the races are pretty much equal.
That's what I noticed in Five Torches Deep too. Getting off track, so we'll continue on, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Remain wary.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'll keep my sword and shield out. I'm not even going to put my shield back in on my back.
Probably wise.
Might run into more of these idiot elves.
Well, yeah, the forest takes kind of a downward slope, and you see ruined archers, kind of like buried over by time in a hillside, and some sort of a, tunnel that leads down deeper into the earth, where apparently there was a fortress or a city or something here at one time. There's just bits of it sticking out here and there, overgrown and fallen.
She wasn't kidding. Definitely ruins.
And we don't exactly know where to look or even what we're looking for other than a weapon.
Right. Probably, since it's probably hidden, and the elves would, I'd say we go down into that cavern there, whatever it's type, whatever it used to be. I don't know. It looks like a cavern now. I'll light a torch if you guys are willing to go in.
Yes, let's.
I assume my traveler's pack has a torch. Is that a good assumption, T-shirt?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Get a torch, I light it. I will put my shield on my back because I got to hold the torch out. So, sword is ready. Or could I have the shield on? Could I have it strapped to my forearm, even though I can't really use it that way? Can you do that? Can I hold that shield? No, I guess it would block the light.
Maybe a little bit, but this is why people have hirelings to carry torches and lanterns and stuff.
I put my sword in the sheath. I can draw that probably faster than the shield. And I'll have a torch out.
It works out for me either way, Randy. It's I'm not one of those GMs who's going to be like, oh, but you said.
Okay.
You know, I figure when combat starts, you have to drop the torch anyway. So
right.
But just because you drop a torch doesn't mean it goes out instantly. It's not like a movie.
Let's drop it in a puddle of water or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's always a possibility if you have like a wet tunnel or something. But and the entrance of this place probably has some water collected in it because of the rain getting in, and it is underground. But yeah, you'll enter the tunnel, and you can kind of see like this must have been a decent sized fortress or something at one time, but apparently they must have had some kind of a subsidence or something, and it caved in and dropped it over on its side. So now the building is like all tilted at this weird angle on its side.
Okay.
So you're basically like, sometimes you're not walking on floor, or sometimes you're walking on what would have been a wall.
Gotcha. Wow, something catastrophic must have happened to this place. Or did it just sink into the ground, maybe? I guess that could happen.
They said the show attacked it. It must have been a very powerful band with magic.
Right. Exactly. Turn this building on its side, essentially. Almost upside down. Okay. We press forward. Is there a lot of plant growth? I assume there probably are. There's a lot of plant
growth. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of plants.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Lots of plants, lots of fungi, who are not fungis.
I keep that torch close to those non-fun guys.
Mm-hmm.
Can we eat it?
You could try, I guess. I mean,
best not to.
Oh.
You will come across a skeleton here or there. You're not sure if these guys were like some of the old defenders who of this place who fell, or if they were more recent. But
I'm pretty sure they would be, if they have any weapons or armor, it's all rusted and stuff. I just
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't think it was
long since gone to pot.
Yes.
Well, you'll enter a there's an area up ahead that seems to catch your interest. I mean, you have to crawl basically through a passage into what must have been a much larger chamber that's partially caved in. There was all kinds of equipment in here at one time. Just strange things that you can't identify. And laying on its side is what looks like a vaguely humanoid figure, probably about 12 feet tall. Completely covered in what looks like bronze. Except the bronze, of course, is got that bluish color to it now.
It's a middleman.
And you see where this thing had joints. There's like series of gears and things.
Oh.
Weren't you destined to destroy a machine?
You say a god and then some sort of ancient creature. Yeah, you're right. I poke it with my sword. I go up to the knee joint and go, boom, just poke it, see if it's brittle or if it's strong. It's like,
Take that.
Yeah.
It seems to be still pretty strong.
Oh. Okay. It's odd. Is it?
But there's
Is it
nothing
made
to.
of bronze, or has it been covered in bronze? I mean, is there a fleshly creature underneath it? Can I tell?
No, it's completely made out of metal.
Oh, wow.
But the outside of it looks like it has big, thick bronze plates on it, like kind of like a Greek warrior's panoply.
Gotcha. I'll suggest we move around it carefully, and I'll just kind of keep facing it as we go around that pile of stuff, so that I'm kind of looking at it. I want to make sure I get eyes on that thing in case it moves.
No, it seems to be quite still.
Do any of my temple lessons about magic tell me anything about these things?
In the ancient past, before some of the civilizations that exist now fell, the ancient Imperials were one of the cultures that made use of automatons. You've already seen men of jade and clay, but they also had larger creatures and things that they constructed. Some of these bigger ones were things like war golems. Then the most terrifying is something called the Black Jade Juggernaut, which you've never seen before, but you're assuming this isn't one since it appears to not be black or jade.
Yeah.
So this is quite possibly some ancient war golem. Like I said, it's mostly humanoid. It even has a big shield and a big mace that are held in its metal hands, and the whole thing is just like a strange mix of metal in a humanoid shape.
I shall relay that information. Some may yet survive within, so you may yet have to best one of these creatures. Study this one now. Observe its weak points. You're muted.
Randy, you're muted.
Bad about that. I apologize, guys. I try not to have it because sometimes anyway, I move forward and do exactly as Shakar suggests because I'm really concerned. So when I say I poke it, I'm not just like trying to kill it. I just try to see where its joints are, what might be a weak place. I'm not going to spend hours studying it, but I look at it. And once I feel like it's not moving after a couple of pokes, I'm going to push it to see how heavy it is. I imagine it's quite heavy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not going to move it.
No. Okay.
It would take an ox team to move this thing.
I take my torch really close to the space, maybe where its arm is. I'm trying to see if there's something underneath it that might be valuable or useful. Can I see in the pile or what's underneath it?
Well, I mean, I guess if you brought a chisel and a hammer and stuff, you could probably pry all this bronze and metal off of it, and it would probably be worth something. But
I'm trying to see under.
I have a club.
It's not laying on something, is what I'm asking. See if there's something underneath it. Does that make sense?
Just some stone and from the walls and some machinery of some kind that you don't recognize.
Okay. All right. I don't want to hold us up, so we can go on, I guess. We'll move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Creep through another corridor. Everybody gets kind of a tingling sensation on the back of their neck. Something in here is bothering you as you make your way through this tunnel.
I hold the torch up higher. Is there something on the ceiling?
Yeah, as you look up, you see a 5-foot-long crab spider. These are not web weavers. These are pouncers.
Okay. Torch is dropped. Sword is drawn. Spider!
Yep. The party gets initiative on this one. So.
If I can reach it,
Well,
I'll try to whack it. Go ahead. Do your thing.
everyone knows that the best thing to use against spiders is fire. So I just use my fray die to hurl a little bolt of fire up at it.
Okay.
Before it can jump.
Damage.
I rolled a 4, so that's I think that's
1 point.
damage, isn't it? Yep.
Yep. It'll squeal at you.
I have the chart in the private chat.
Yeah, I found it, so I've got it written down there.
All right. So if I can reach it, I'm going to hit it with my sword.
Considering the angle of the wall and everything, yeah, you could probably reach up and hit it.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
All right.
17.
Yeah, and his armor class is 7, so yeah, she'll hit.
Okay, 1 point of damage.
Yeah, you'll pin it to the ceiling, and it'll squeal and die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it only had 2 hit dice.
Okay, I was expecting to be a lot more. Okay.
No. Yeah, you'll kill that thing.
Was it only the one?
Apparently so. But nearby, you will find a corpse that is desiccated and looks a lot fresher than a lot of these other corpses you've run across.
So dry.
You think it was that guy? I grabbed my torch.
Well, he is attired kind of the same way that the villagers in Yawan were.
Perhaps this is that adventure.
Right. Came by himself. Wow, he's bold.
Maybe he's got.
Spiders have no use for treasure or weapons. Search him.
Yeah, true.
This poor guy only had about 6 gold on him in assorted coinage. He had a bag that is rotting away in the dank, in the elements.
Always use a bag.
Well, this one's probably not going to last for very long. It's turning to punk pretty quick.
No weapons or to speak of. That's even interesting. I mean, I don't want to pick up normal stuff, but it's interesting.
He had a short sword on him. It's laying next to him with a little bit of rust on it.
I'll leave it.
He had a scroll of some kind that's badly deteriorated, but you could make out a couple of words.
That's for Shikar.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, words.
Yep.
Words are for me. Okay. Hold the torch close, but not too close, so I can have a look.
I do. What can you make
out? Some kind. There are words in an arcane language. They're obviously meant to be spoken in a specific place to something specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But you can only make out like a couple of them.
Okay. Well, preserve the scrolls best you can and try and figure out how to say the words, but hold on to them for now.
Klaatu, Barada.
Exactly.
Other than that, that's all you find in this chamber, but it does continue.
I say we keep moving.
Oh, kids don't play well.
This must lead somewhere.
Yes.
And we must be going the right direction since we found him.
Yep. At least the way he was going. He might have all wrong. We'll see.
You'll push your way into another chamber. Inside is a sarcophagus that looks like it's been kind of rolled over from wherever it was sitting. It's made of bronze, which is obviously bluing now. It is closed. It's sealed still. It's just kind of like laying up against the wall.
Is it much bigger than a person?
It is not much bigger than a person.
Okay.
Can we see what's inside? Or is it probably going to be something not good, gross for a body or something? Maybe we shouldn't mess with it. I walk over to it. Do I see a way to open it?
It's sealed in such a way that if you move the little dials and stuff, you could get it open. Although something in the back of your mind kind of itches as you remember the word apotheon.
Oh. Shakar, could this be the A word thing? Apotheon thing?
Is there any writing or hieroglyphs or anything on the...
I'll look over it closely.
Lots of really complex scripts and writing on it.
Yep, come here.
Some of it is almost an alien tongue. I mean,
no idea.
I don't know if you were an ancient sorcerer king trying to create the secrets of immortality, and maybe you would write like this.
I think perhaps maybe we should leave this alone. It's I think it's connected to the elves and that whole ritual they were talking about. And there's no sense in aggravating them any more than we already have.
But we could barter with it.
Do either of you think you can carry a huge brass mechanical coffin?
No way.
Oh.
That's right.
Yes.
Precisely. I think we should leave it be. I think Shakar's right.
Like barter's a bit of a big word for him. He's trying.
Two syllables. I'm proud of you.
Well done. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll leave that be, I think.
Right. Onward.
That may be a good hard and fast rule for intelligence. It's like you can't say any sentences with more words than you have point in intelligence.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Cow, go, moo.
Right.
Moving through this chamber, you do see another large chamber beyond, and more or less intact because it's held up by some kind of a frame that is still somehow securely bolted to the stone floor. Is another one of these golems.
Okay. I move forward very carefully. Make sure if I have a clasp around my sword holding it in, I unlock it. I want to be ready. This time I wouldn't have it locked. I'm ready. I'm thinking this could be it.
Can we hear any ticking or whirring or?
You do see that it does have kind of a soft glow from some kind of a gemstone type thing deep in its chest.
Careful.
Okay. I move forward.
I hang back.
Yeah.
Speed.
The glow changes from like a red to a green.
Mm-hmm.
This thing will kind of animate and pull itself up off of the harness it is, and then get its balance as as it shifts to its feet on this awkward stone flooring.
Okay.
With its mace and shield.
Torch on the ground. This could be it. How about you? Rah!
This thing will speak to you in some kind of language that you have no idea what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sounds like
we don't have any waffles.
Horgan's thinking this is it. It's his time. He's going up.
It's not the arcane language or anything.
It's not a language that you understand at all.
Oh man!
Maybe something from the ancient sorcerer kings.
Oh, the book guy.
Speak common.
That would be too easy.
The book guy doesn't know. Maybe I can talk to it with my blade.
The
Beats
party has the
Emperor's Diddly.
first move. So what are y'all doing?
Hard and fast. I'm moving in. I'm going to try to slam it somewhere. I think it might have a weak spot in the knee or an elbow or something.
This is an ancient war golem. You'll need to roll. You'll need to be fighting extremely well to beat this thing.
All right. Come on, big money.
Fortune and glory.
Hey, that is not well. Clang. Nothing.
What was your total?
8 total. I missed. I'm sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
I moved to the side. I got a 16.
Okay. Caster, your mic is real like hot or booming or something. I don't know. It's like every time you talk, it's like...
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird because it was like going, like it was like distorting almost. I'm like, his mic is usually real good, so.
That's the first time. Is it any better now?
Yeah, it's way better now.
Okay. Yeah, I just reset my my voice meter.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Philip, you're up next.
16.
16. Let's see. Its AC is 2, so that's a 17, 18. You will miss.
Oh.
And yeah, it's got way more hit dice than you do. So fray won't be possible except by Shakar. I had 4 of you to take this thing on, but Alistair wasn't there, so
He's at the inn in bed with the gaze of the galloping cockroach.
Yep. But I have faith that you guys might be able to take this thing down.
None of the scrolls or potions I have are any use in this situation, unfortunately. Don't think. Let me just look one up. No, none of this is useful. Actually, this is a big, heavy boy, isn't it?
Yes, he is.
I hurl the potion of transmutation down at its feet.
Okay.
Which makes a 3x3 cube of matter pliable and reshapeable for 1d6 plus 4 rounds. Ooh. So it'll make the ground gooey and unstable beneath his feet. And at the same time, I'll hurl a small bolt of magic into his face to try and knock him off balance.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, which is 1 point of damage.
All right. You will deal 1 hit dice of damage to the ancient war golem.
Ping!
Yeah, it'll sink partially into the earth up to its knees, which will hamper its movement. It's literally stuck for the 4 rounds. Actually, did you check how many rounds that potion will last?
I didn't. 1d6 plus 4. 5 rounds.
So for 5 rounds, this thing cannot move from its position. Disadvantage is not part of this game, but I will impose disadvantage on it for attacking, since it really can't move to attack anybody.
Would I be able to knock it back further into the gooey ground and get it stuck further, or no?
Only if you had some way of like putting a whole bunch more weight on it.
But the only other thing I have is that General's Oni mask to potentially frighten it.
Yeah, you're not gonna frighten this thing. It's got a 12 morale. It's a golem. It won't be affected by it.
Oh well.
Good try, though. All right.
Golem's turn?
What's that?
Is it the golem's turn?
It is the golem's turn. All right. It will take a swing. There's only 2 guys up front attacking it, so...
Yep.
It rolled a 1. I don't think it... Well, even with disadvantage, it's not going to get worse than a 1. Okay, so the war golem will take a swing, and in doing so, its balance is lost. it tries to catch itself, and its shield goes clattering across the floor and bounces against the wall and away from it. Its armor class is raised to a 5 temporarily.
Okay, Orgrim's gonna.
You have a slightly easier time hitting it now.
I'm gonna try to bash it again with the sword. See if I can't take it out of the elbow or something. Trying to hit that weak point if I can.
Okay.
Oh, 21 for 1 point of 21 for 1 point of damage.
Okay. It's down 2. Philip.
Let's see what the old scimitar can do here.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay. What's the maximum amount of damage you can do with that weapon and your strength?
8. Wait, 8.
8. So that's
so
yeah, you don't have any strength bonuses or anything, so that's 2 more points of damage. So wow, it's taken 4 so far. It's yeah, this thing looks its armor is coming off in chunks and stuff, and it's exposing more of its internal gears and stuff.
Okay. I telekinetically throw rocks into those interior gears as best I can.
Okay.
Great dice.
Great dice.
I rolled a 4.
All right. 1 more point of damage.
Ting, clang, rattle.
It's taken 5 damage. That's significant. This thing, you could, even though it's kind of a mindless machine, it'll howl like it's frustrated. Let's see, 10, but it's got disadvantage because of its position. Okay, so it's a 10 or it's an 11, so it's a 10 to hit Randy, which your AC is a 3. So that's 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Big bonus. Oh.
Yeah, this is a big boy.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. What's really going to hurt is when you see how big of a dice it throws for damage.
Oh no! That could be the end of Orgrim's destiny.
Oh, it only got 4, so it did 1 point with its big mace crushing you. You managed to skitter out of the way mostly, but not before hitting, for a little bit.
Right. Well, I'm going to try to ram my sword into the place where the gears are at, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Finish this thing off. So, there I go. 20 total 20.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be for 2 points of damage. I did 9, so 2 points of damage.
Oh. This thing's not looking good. It's in bad shape now.
Come on, Philip, let's take it down.
I got this. Let's see, 15.
So 15, and it's got a 5 AC right now. Is a 20 exactly.
Two.
Yeah, with a last gasp, you'll stab it right through the glowing gem. The gem shatters, and this thing will just almost immediately slump forward and off to one side, still halfway buried into the earth where it was.
Well done. Look around. Is there anything else we need to be wary of?
No, this thing appears to be dead.
Okay. It did not feel like I accomplished what I needed to accomplish, but who knows?
You kind of wonder if this was not the thing that the guy was looking for, the weapon.
Oh, really? The golem was the weapon. Shoot.
Sure about that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Is there anything beyond this? I would have thought this would be a guardian.
Yeah.
Well, this thing was, like I said, it was held in a harness, so obviously it was still under construction of some kind, or it wasn't completely finished.
No.
They normally get 2 attacks per round.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh?
Ooh,
Yeah, but it was only doing 1. So
thank goodness.
yeah, because at a D12 damage apiece, yeah, this thing could have hurt the party pretty bad.
Yeah. It was bad news. I was afraid I was going down. Hmm.
Is there anything beyond it?
Is there a way?
The rest of this place looks like it's too badly caved in, and crushed to make any headway through it.
I wonder if there was. Yeah, I wouldn't know that. I was wondering if that scroll you found could have controlled the golem.
Perhaps, but with only 2 words and no idea how to pronounce them.
Correct. There wasn't much of a chance here. Oh well.
No. Is there any life left in the thing?
In the golem?
Yeah.
No, not after he shattered the gem. Whatever it was powering it.
Okay.
Unless you have a Sorcerer King's book and a little bit of time to rebuild the gem and enchant it.
No.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, we didn't know. I didn't. I thought it was a guardian too. I would have done it if you had. Or maybe Shakar would have killed it. I look for. Is there perhaps any treasure or chest something around that could be valuable? Maybe spare gems that they would use to do that with.
Parts, Sorcerer King, magical engineering,
Yes.
gubbins.
Let me see. I don't think they usually have any treasure on them. I'll look.
Yeah, I wouldn't think the golem would, but I wonder if the guy who constructed did construction, left some of the stuff here, books that Tara could read about.
No, ancient war golem treasure, none.
Nothing. My. I wonder if that was indeed the treasure, the weapon.
We had a learning experience, and there is still the casket.
That's true. Apotheon's looking more interesting. What was it? Is it Apotheon? Apotheon?
Apotheon, I believe.
Apotheon. Like apotheosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Just like that word.
That word there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, I'm going to go check it out. There might be something we could use, but it could also be trapped and kill us all.
Could be.
Let's go back and take another look at that then.
All right. We'll head back to the sarcophagus.
Well, on further inspection, you do see that the little dial on the side has symbols that kind of match up with the same ones on your scroll.
But we only have 2 of them.
Right. So the other one is kind of a guess to see if you can get it.
And how many options are there?
Well, it's a dial. So basically what you would do, it's almost like a combination lock. You would turn the dial to each of the letters.
So are there 3? Oh, I see.
Okay. Well, I guess we can turn the first 2.
Yep. You'll hear some kind of tumblers clicking inside.
If you
Okay,
want to stand back, I'll use my shield and I can just turn it to the third one.
5 Korga's grace and Forga's pride. 2 locks made out of golem's hide. Grim, you remember that? You're going to have to go back and find the first noble of care to find the last line. No. I hated that damn book.
Okay, you stand there with your shield, yeah, and just turn it slowly,
Okay.
and we'll watch for any reaction from the
Sure.
the last mechanism clicking into place.
I'm just going to try one of the spots to start at, one of the symbols. Click.
You don't necessarily have the things that you need to open this. However, if you are willing to defy death.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was wondering what that was when that would come into play. I am willing to defy death.
Yes. When a hero is faced with a hopeless circumstance, an impassable barrier, a failed saving throw, or other grim fate, you may defy death.
I do.
So, to defy death, you roll a d4 damage dice for each of your character levels, counting damage as given in the combat section. If it does enough to otherwise kill them, they struggle through with 1 hit point but are affected by whatever grim doom they were trying to evade. Otherwise, you take the damage and find a way past the problem or throw off the effect.
I just roll a D4.
Well, it's Grim who's effectively attempting to defy death. So,
Am I?
He's got-
Okay.
so he's got to roll 2 die 4.
That makes sense.
He's second level.
4 and 3.
4 and 3. I believe that's 1 and 1. So you will take 2 hit points of damage. You turned the lock kind of to the wrong spot, and it's like a burst of like electricity just lit your bones on fire.
Holgrim was turning it, but I realized the error at the last minute and step in and take the hit, grounding the magic through me.
Oh, I thought you were turning it. I'm sorry. I thought Shakar was turning it. Who was turning it?
Holgrim was turning it. I'll step in and take the hit.
Oh no! It's whoever is actually doing it. So Shakar can't do it then. So it's
Okay,
Horgrin has
fine.
to take it.
Okay, I'll take 2, or I roll 1.
Be 1.
Yeah, you roll 1 d4.
Okay. Oh,
That's my bad.
It's a 1.
So you'll take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. It's a 1 on that is a 0.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No damage.
Somehow, amazingly, you pulled your hand away as a bolt of electricity shot through the mechanism and would have probably, killed a lesser man.
Not me.
But the little dial sets itself on the right number, and you can hear, the hiss of air and stuff comes out from this sarcophagus as the lid slowly starts to open.
All right.
Stand ready for whatever monstrosity lies within.
Yep. Orders are ready.
Inside is what appears to be a armored figure with a noticeable breastplate stepping up and getting out of the coffin.
Oh my.
Apotheon?
Mm-hmm.
It'll say some words. The voice is feminine, but they're in a language you don't understand.
I step back with my shield up and I say, nothing. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, it is wearing a very sharp-looking weapon.
Do you
Hasn't
speak
pulled it.
common tongue?
It replies in some more like almost a musical language you don't understand.
I'll try speaking in the magical language.
It will speak back in something similar to the magical language. Make out a word.
Magic spell.
It'll it almost sounds like, from what you can make out, is like, you what?
I'm just kind of looking at Shakar. I'm waiting to see what he does. I'm following his lead.
The venerable Chakar Kuni. And you are?
It will point to itself and speak a word which sounds like Nova.
Nova.
I will bow.
It will bow back.
I do the same. I do the same thing, just kind of halfway and stand back. Not sure at the ready.
We release you. Others like you look for you. Out. Reward?
It looks at you kind of puzzled, but it'll reach back into its sarcophagus and pull out a lacquered red box that's covered in jade and ivory and hand it to you.
Okay, I will pop it open. Have a look inside.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have some treasure to generate. We'll save it for the end, but
okay. It's Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Yes.
Okay, I close the box and bow again, even more deeply.
It will bow, and then it'll hold its hand out like it say something, and the gesture is kind of like a lead the way.
Oh.
I'll try to explain in the magical language, which isn't really made for conveying information. Trace the passage of my egress. And then I'll lead the way out, I guess.
Yeah, it seems to follow you.
I'll step to the side, and I'm going to walk right behind it. I'm going to watch it in case it tries to attack Shakar.
Well, even though you can't actually see what the figure is underneath all the armor, you can definitely tell whatever it is. It's the way it moves. It's definitely feminine.
Okay.
But yeah, it's following behind y'all, or behind Shakar anyway.
Shakar, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. As you step out of the ruins, you see a group of the elves, all clustered around with their weapons at the ready. But the instant they see her, they all bow down on their knees, with their heads touching the ground.
More like you, Apotheon.
Mm-hmm.
It'll shake its head, like, not mine.
None like me.
But they search you.
It makes a dismissive gesture.
Doesn't
I mean, one of the elves will try to say something to her in the elvish language, and she'll just kind of disregard it. Back over at you.
So, elf people, we found your Apotheon inside. But she doesn't seem to know anything about you.
You brought her from deep inside. You found her.
Yes. Her name is Nova.
Why does she disregard us?
Why these people? Yours not.
She says something back that sounds like usurper.
Oh, okay. This is one of those ethical issues that translators sometimes have, isn't it?
Yes.
I feel like C-3PO translating for Jabba.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Just don't be like an anime translator, and
Hi.
She says, "Dab PogChamp." She seems to think you're perhaps from a different faction.
And the elves all kind of look at each other, and they don't seem to be sure what to do. But may we accompany you to the village?
The demon beast village?
You are going to the demon beast village from here?
Back to the nice village first, and then on to the demon beast village. But
We will accompany you.
Okay.
We don't wish any harm to come to Nova.
Okay. A Serpa, maybe. Travel, you protect.
She'll say something like, sounds like unnecessary, but
ego fragile elf.
yeah, she nods as if she understands. It's almost like she dismissively pats one of them on the head.
You're welcome to accompany us. We should be glad of the company. Keep an eye on them. Don't let them out of your sight for a second.
Can't trust these bastards.
Pointy-eared motherfuckers.
Yeah, Horgren's not too thrilled with the elves coming along, so I will be watching.
So you've got a group of 15 elf fanatics following you,
and an ancient elf lady.
And we're going to lead them into the village with my girlfriend.
Yes.
Well, you guys definitely make a sight when you return to the village with this party in tow.
Where's she gonna go?
Just play it cool, guys. Act like there's nothing special here.
Yeah. We just bring out a poppy lines left and right.
Yes, I cast a veil of nonchalance.
Nonchalance. And well, we're past the 3-hour mark. Do we want to stop here for this week, or?
It seems like a good natural break point to roll up the treasure and get our XP, and then next week we can assault the demon beast village.
Yeah,
with our allies.
You've got a little army with you. Okay, Randy. So you have 1 XP.
Cool, I'll take it.
Caster, you have enough XP to go to 2nd level. So let me tell you what you get at 2nd level.
Let me look at the list here.
Here's what you could have won.
You could have won. Let's see. You get +4 hit dice and +1 attack bonus.
You said 4 hit dice or hit points?
Sorry, hit points. Sorry.
Cool.
That'll put me up to 14.
Oh, do you have any con bonus?
Oh, 2.
Yeah, so that gets added in.
You get an extra point in a trait, don't you?
We can slowly bring his intelligence up.
Well, I mean trait like the background traits.
Oh.
I think you get one of those.
Traits cap at 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
The advancement is on 22.
So level 3.
Yes, and you are at level 3.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you gain 1 additional trait point with each level. I didn't tell Ryan that. Remember that. Of course, did you notice what the trait point is? It says character also gains 1 additional trait point with each additional level, selecting it to memorialize some great deed or narrow escape the hero accomplished. Like the hero who cleanses a massacred borderland village of its unquiet dead might earn a title or earn a point in the Beloved in the West March to represent the gratitude of others in the province.
Oh, yeah, cool.
While one who butchers a priest of the Hell Kings before his own red altar might get a point in Demon Bane.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why I took Demon Hunter before.
Ah, nice.
I've put that up by 1 because we've been fighting, ogres and other nastiness. Magic users, blah, blah, blah. Add 1 spell to the spell book from any spell level they're able to cast.
Trait.
So what can I cast at 3rd level?
Your spells you can cast as much as you want. Is that how the game works?
No, they're still limited, but we had rests between me casting. That's why the Frey dice is so useful.
Okay.
The mage having a Frey dice that they can use at any time honestly makes them more deadly than a fighter, especially at higher levels.
It's an auto hit too, isn't the Frey die an auto hit?
Unless a roll a 1.
Yeah. That's the only condition under which you would miss, basically.
1 on a d20.
I get my first level 2 spell.
Cool.
And I can
Is there
cast.
a page with traits?
No.
No, during character creation, there's some example traits, aren't there?
Yeah.
It's page 14.
Kind of a free-form system, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like it, because it applies to just about everything.
That definitely reminds me of 13th Age.
Here we go again. I wanted to buy this 13th Age game, so, just to see.
Everybody drink.
You'll like it. If you buy it, I might even run you a game. I'll run a game.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I remember it being fun.
It is fun. It's got a lot of things to it that I think can. You got to control some of the relationship point stuff. It gets a little out of hand, but it is fun. You definitely start out tough. You're not a scrub.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
By the way, today I actually used a few critters from Advanced Labyrinth Lord.
Oh, okay.
So I just to show off, how this system dovetails in with other stuff pretty well. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so I have calculated what your treasure should be. I like to let the players roll it up because I think it's more fun for you guys. It's more interactive because you have a higher stake in what you roll than I do.
Yeah.
And I know that you're just going to get rid of it all eventually anyway. So somebody, and let's take turns doing it. Whoever starts wants to do roll me 1d6.
I can start.
Someone other than me.
5.
You have 5 pieces of precious jewelry. I'll tell you what those are here in a minute. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, roll me a d10.
D10. Okay.
Yes.
That would be a 6.
You have 6 precious gems.
Ah.
And I'll tell you what those are here in a minute.
All right.
Next person, I guess it should be Grim. Should roll 2d6.
6.
6 lesser magic items. We'll have to figure out what those are. And this last one is a big one. So who wants to roll this one?
Go ahead, Ironcaster.
Yeah. All right.
D4.
I'm good.
A d4.
D4?
Yes.
3.
3 greater magic items. Oh, that fits.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a lot of treasure. Wow.
It is a lot of treasure. But this is, like basically an ancient sorcerer king goddess or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's gonna have really awesome treasure.
That's what she gave us. Just as a reward. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and she just gave it away like it meant nothing.
Right. She's like, there you go. Here's $5.
Here's all my Halloween costume jewelry. Take it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, hello, my name is Elon. Here, why don't you go buy an island?
Would you like a Tesla?
Yeah. How about 50? Okay. So what's our first thing? We had what? Precious jewelry?
5 pieces of jewelry.
5 pieces of precious jewelry?
Yep.
The name matters because there's like cheap, costly, precious, priceless.
Okay.
So precious, roll 1d6. God, I don't know how you're going to spend all this.
Ellen Whores.
It's not enough horrors.
Maybe I can.
More ale.
Maybe I can
High
actually.
quality horse.
Okay,
Ones who
so
are clean.
So roll me a d6.
6.
6?
Yes.
6,000. These are worth 6,000 a piece, whatever these jewels are.
Jeez.
Wow.
Coin.
Yeah, that's a ton of coin. Do you even want to know what they are, or?
Wow. Yeah, because
Yes.
I might want to give one to my girlfriend in town.
Oh, okay. Then I need you to roll a d12 6 times.
Go ahead, Iron.
This is kind of like where an automated dice roller would be better. 'Cause-
You said D12?
Yeah, 6 times.
Let's see. 1, 1, 8, 2, 5, 12.
Okay, so all your ones are amulets. Your 2 is an anklet. Did you say 5?
Yes.
A belly chain. And 8 is an earring.
Can I have the earring? I'm gonna
Are you missing one?
I'm going to give one to my new girlfriend.
I figure you guys are going to divide it up. So.
Yeah, I figure
Yeah.
it's 6,000 each. So that's fair, right? I get one.
Yeah.
What was
The next one is... Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you had just kind of like lost. Anyway, go on.
Okay. The gemstones. Who's got? I guess Randy got the gemstones. So what? Need you to roll a d6?
4.
Wow. Those are worth 20,000,
Each?
or actually 2,000. I'm sorry,
Oh, okay. Cool.
2,000 each.
So we're buying the village, right?
Pretty much, you could.
Basically, yeah. Wow.
You want to know what they are?
Sure. What should I roll?
Just roll a d12. They'll all be the same type.
Okay. We got 6 number 7s.
You got 6 number 7s.
Yeah.
Jadeites.
Okay.
That seems appropriate, actually.
Cool.
And then we actually had the magic items, huh?
Yeah.
These could be fun. Okay. So the lesser ones are usually going to be potions or scrolls with a very small chance of them being on the greater table. How many of those did you get? 4?
6.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah, 6 lesser magic items, 3 greater items.
Why don't you each take 2 rolls on a d10?
Okay, I'll roll first then. 4 and 2.
They're both potions.
Okay.
And if you'll throw me a d100 twice, I'll tell you what they are real quick.
100
Ooh.
and 77.
One is a potion of youth, and the other is a purifying oil.
Potion of youth, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ironcaster?
See, you said D10s?
Yeah, 2d10.
That would be a 10
Okay.
and a 4.
And a 4. The 4 is a potion. Roll a d100 to see what it is.
$76.
It is also a purifying oil. This woman believes in being clean
And youthful.
and youthful, yes. And the 10 is a roll on the greater table, so roll me a d20.
Oh.
9.
It's armor.
I can use that.
Yep. Roll a d20 to see what it is. Or actually, I'm sorry, d10. D10 to see what it is.
3.
Leather. This stuff was really well taken care of if it lasted this long in that box sealed away. Yeah, so you have some magic leather. You need to roll a d20 to see what it does.
8.
It is +1 leather, and it has a special ability. Roll a D100 to find out what.
30.
It is +1 leather of ease. And ease armor is remarkably comfortable and supple, being unusually thin, light, or well designed. The wearer never suffers discomfort from temperatures between dry season heat and glacial chill, and remains clean and neat regardless of the environment. You can even sleep in the armor without discomfort, which, since it's enchanted, that would explain why it's still around too and hadn't rotted away. And there's your 2. Randy, it's your turn. Roll 2 die 10.
1 and 9.
Okay, you got a potion and a scroll.
Oh, okay.
Chakar loves scrolls.
Yes. And potions, to a lesser extent.
Roll a D100 to find out what kind of potion it is.
Potion 40.
It is a potion of healing.
Oh, I could use that.
There you go. Just write it down on your character sheet.
All right. And the scroll?
And the scroll, roll a D8.
D8. Nate.
It is a 5th level spell. Roll another D8. See if it's magic or cleric user.
7.
It is a clerical spell. Wow, 5th level clerical spell. Ooh, that's gonna be a big one.
Here's some writing. I hand it to Chikar. Here's some writing. You can have it.
Actually, Alistair will probably love this thing too. But
Yeah.
You're technically a wizard type guy, right? But your magic is arcane.
No, I'm a monk. But yes.
Okay.
Grim, roll a D8 to see what the spell is.
4.
Mandate of the One Above.
Ooh,
Damn.
sounds cool.
The gods are enigmatic presences, and they do not communicate in ways that are clear to mortals. Still, when asked of strictly earthly affairs, they can sometimes give messages useful to a cleric. Cleric may ask up to 3 questions regarding present or past events. The gods answer such questions in only 4 ways: yes, no, auspicious, and inauspicious. The gods cannot be provoked to answer questions regarding their will, the secrets of heaven, or the behaviors most pleasing to them, much to the bitter frustration of their theologians and arch-diviners.
Auspicious.
It's not going to be as funny as that Speak with Dead spell from the D&D movie, but
Oh, gosh.
that was actually pretty funny, I have to admit.
Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart?
It is 3 questions. Thank you. Come again.
Okay, let's see. We got some more stuff here. Okay.
I think.
Okay, yes, we have the greater ones, don't we?
Yep.
We have them. So
How many of those?
3.
Oh my gosh. Well, one for each of you then.
it works out.
Ironcaster, roll yours first, a D20. See what it is.
19.
Miscellaneous. Oh, these are always fun. Roll a D100, see what it is.
Uh, 27.
I was hoping it'd be 10. 27? Wow, it's a devil scourging chime. That's kind of cool. This bronze chime is as long as a man's forearm and marked with auspicious glyphs. When hung up or held, it may be struck to send forth harsh, dissonant notes that pain undead and demons. Striking the chime requires an action, but it inflicts 1d6 damage on all such otherworldly creatures within 30 feet of the chime. At the end of each encounter in which the chime is used, there's a 5% chance that the beating has ruined it.
Oh, I'll take it.
No, I like the fact that it's a magic item that can be, destroyed through regular use.
Demons need more cowbell.
Yes. The demon's like, stop hitting that damn thing. Grim?
D20,
D20?
right?
Yes.
12.
armor, which probably be useless to you. I have a feeling you and somebody are going to trade. Okay, roll a d20 to see what it does, and a d10 to see what kind it is.
Okay. Rolled a 10 for kind and 13 for stuff. Special abilities, whatever, magic.
It's a +1 special shield. Roll a d100 to see what it does.
100.
100?
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Shield of game destroying power.
No, it's more like it's a cursed shield.
Cursed on 100.
Oh man.
Yes.
That seems drastically unfair.
It does seem drastically unfair. I don't know why she would have a cursed item on her. That doesn't make any sense. Roll again.
Oh,
She had it sealed away.
100. 27.
It's a shield of ease, which
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
that doesn't make a lot of sense either.
I'll roll again.
Yeah.
16.
Oh, burdens.
Okay, that's what I have.
I think This armor greatly increases the wearer's ability to carry heavy loads. The armor or shield is effectively weightless and adds 200 pounds to the wearer's allowed encumbrance.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Does it count as being worn if I just strap it to my back and carry it with me?
Hopefully, I'll roll something you like for your character. We can switch.
Yeah.
You can have it.
I'll go for the rare double shield build.
Yeah, I have a feeling Randy's gonna want that or something. But okay, Randy, you get your magic item roll.
5.
It is a weapon.
Oh, juicy.
Yeah, roll a d20 twice.
Okay. First D20 is they're both 17. Wow.
Damn.
Rolling 5 in.
This was a very big box. This was a very, very big box.
Bigger on the inside.
Much bigger on the inside because this is a +2 special two-handed weapon.
Whoa.
I'll figure out what kind here in a minute, but roll a d100 to see what this +2 two-handed weapon does.
Alrighty. 42.
Oh wow, it's elven. No wonder.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. Granted a fraction of the strange obsessiveness of the elves by its ancient crafter, an elven weapon magnifies and channels the will of the wielder. They gain a +3 bonus to resist all mind-affecting saving throws while wielding the weapon, and may accept 2 points of damage in mental strain to reroll the weapon's hit or damage dice up to once per round.
Wow. Would you want that?
It's a two-handed weapon. I haven't determined what kind.
Oh, he couldn't. He willed it?
No, I couldn't.
Okay.
It says two-handed weapons include great swords, pikes, polearms, huge axes, massive mauls, and other weapons that require both hands.
The big freaking axe.
Big freaking axe. No, it's probably
Probably a sword.
I was gonna say it's probably like a heavy spear.
It was sealed away from the dwarves because, well, elves live in trees.
I'm trying to see if we can make this fair. What if Grim gave Ironcaster the shield? Because you use the shield too, don't you?
Well, I've already got the shield. I've already
got the same shield.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you can't, you use a spear.
It'll be fine. We can hand it out to someone who needs a weapon later on.
I mean, I'll use it.
I mean, there's an army of elves. There's an army of elves now that need to be apparently armed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll hang on to it for now. I'm not sure if I want to
pick one to be the general.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you an idea, this is a 10-pound spear that does a d10 damage.
Oh my goodness.
+2. So it's a d10 +2 damage.
I do a d10 +4 in my hands. That's pretty huge.
Yeah. But it takes both hands to use it.
Yeah, my armor class would drop 1, which is not the end of the world. Well, we can see. I guess we can figure it out later. I don't know. I guess I'll take it. I'll take it unless someone else wants it.
Go ahead.
I'll use it, and the next thing we find that's good, just make sure Shikar gets something. Wow. Spear of Awesomeness.
Spear of Awesomeness.
That's what it is, yeah. So it's +2 to hit as well, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm rolling at +5 with that spear. Wow.
Quite pointy.
Yes, it is.
White pointy.
That's 4. Wow. That's pretty boss.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty decent treasure. But this is like what our 5th session, and so.
Like I said, we can also talk if Ryan comes back in, and if he wants some of that, and I don't get to make the next session, it's fine if somebody else takes it, but I'll use it for now. It might as well.
I can always give him the demon chime.
Well, Shikar could use that. He does spears and stuff.
Chakar can use the demon chime. Yeah.
Cool thing, right? Yeah.
I kind of figured that's who you're going to give it to. But.
It's at range, right? He doesn't have to be right up on the demon, so he can hang back and do his.
Yeah, as long as the demon can hear it.
That sounds good.
Within 30 feet.
That's pretty good. We're about
All right.
Demon worship.
I'll take that then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's fine.
Devil chant, whatever it is, yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, like I said, it was apparently a very big box.
Wait, hey, I got some armor out of it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You have armor.
Like a big giant case.
You have an armor and shield that does the same thing, Ironcaster? Do you?
Let's see, Leather of Ease and the Shield of Burdens.
Oh, wow. Okay. Right. Shield lets you carry more. Ease lets you sleep in it. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Philip is always comfortable. He never carries that much, and his armor fits him like a glove.
Right.
Fine.
Nice. Simple Philip.
Simple Philip.
Comforting warrior. All right, good deal. Man, all that money just seems crazy. We're just carrying around just loads of cash.
Well, I mean, like I said, the idea is to be broke by the time the next adventure starts, and you're in a village, so yeah, you probably buy up a whole lot of cattle and maybe some property, and
True, we could. All right.
I buy the blacksmith.
Yeah.
or I don't know.
Wasn't a temple in the village, was there?
No, you could always pay for that. You can always pay to have a temple built.
Yeah, true. That sounds like a good idea.
That's not a bad idea, yeah. That's fine.
So you're spending your money to get a temple built. Probably you two are spending it on wine, women, and nice places to sleep. And
I like that one woman that treated me so well, so I'm going to take that earring back to her.
boy, she likes you a lot too.
Apparently. Yes, I'm sure I'm her favorite.
Jeez. Get a load of this guy come in from nowhere. Give me this really great stuff. All I got to do is nod my
all I
head.
did was listen to his bullshit story about his destiny.
Yes.
We didn't even do butt stuff.
And normally they pay extra for that.
Cool.
Well, I hope you had fun, guys.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was really cool, man. Thanks for inviting
I
me.
was able to make it at the end.
Yeah, no problem.
You guys normally play earlier in the morning, though, on Sundays, right?
We did, but I talked to Grim about it, and he's cool with starting a little bit later, since his own game starts a little bit later normally. In fact, this was supposed to be his week.
Yeah, but then plans happened and then unhappened. So,
Oh, do you normally run a session?
so we're switching out each week. So next week I'll be trying to run Burning Wheel.
Okay.
I need to get rules for that. Where do you get those?
I
Tell me,
don't
drive through?
know. I will find out.
Okay, because
I mean, I'm going to do pre-gens anyway, so
foul word. Why do you put that in my mouth?
it saves everyone a lot of time, and not everyone has to buy the books. You know.
But I like buying the books.
You might find 2 copies of the books, right?
But T-shirt, remember this whole project is to play everything in my shelf that I have never played or haven't played in like decades, right?
Well, that means eventually I'll have every book you do.
I'll bankrupt you.
Probably.
That's a lot to get caught up on.
Oh,
Some of this shit you can't get anymore.
Yeah.
Burning Wheel hub and spokes.
I don't know. I don't even know.
D6.
Yes, D6 dice pool system. I don't even know if the version I've got's the most up to date one. But
Well, it says the Burning Wheel fantasy role playing system uses a simple D6 die pool system at its core. Grab a handful of dice equal to your skill or stat. Roll the dice. Any 4s, 5s, or 6s are considered successes, and you need a certain number of successes to pass tests.
yeah, but it's in its permutations that it gets you.
Yep. It's actually free.
Oh, there's probably a quick start or something.
Here, I'll link you to it.
In our website and chat, you can get a hold of Burning Wheel Gold or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one here. Hub and spokes.
I'm looking at this like list of treasures you can roll up, and I see there's a whole chart on here for just furniture. So,
Yes.
you can get like a mirror or a chair.
Oh wow, this Burning Wheel Gold revised book is really, really nice and $35.
Yeah.
I've got
I can buy it, but
I got a group of guys, Grim, that are doing pretty much they're trying to do sort of what you're doing. He wants to try a bunch of different games, and I'm thinking because I'm going to run. I think I'm running Deadlands Storm this weekend, next weekend, and we're trying to get,
I tried to do that with my regular group, but they very much don't like that idea of
trying a bunch of games.
Yeah, this is kind of like they're like, so we're only going to play 3 games and we're going to start another thing.
Well, I've taken a shot at something. I have kind of what I would call a meta plot. So I'm taking a bit from Quantum Leap, and these characters are literally you're playing this same character from a main setting, and you're bouncing between these different worlds, kind of with a purpose. So right now they haven't done anything too exciting with the overarching story, but they're about to this weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm trying to make it where they feel like their characters kind of are still, the same people, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, Burning Wheel and Gold and Codex bundle are $55. Dang, that's pretty good for 2 really nice looking books.
I don't know if you're gonna like it. So
I've heard very little about it, but it sounds like you either really like it or you really don't.
it
Some
was
people
an
think it's
RPG
good.
Net darling for a while. It also powers Mouse Guard, which I've also got. The Mouse Guard rules are written in a slightly better way, but not as deep.
Right.
Oh, this is the same people who did Mouse Guard, huh?
Yeah,
And
Legion
Dungeon
of
World,
Crime.
apparently.
I
Yeah.
don't know about Dungeon World.
Yeah, Dungeon World's for sale on that. Well, apparently it's sold out.
I have Dungeon World, and I played it once at Gen Con. My Gen Con experience was good.
Yeah, that's powered by the Apocalypse, which is bad, but
Eh.
it's the most traditionally implemented version of Powered by the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So
I'm not particularly a fan of their system, but I had a good time at Gen Con, so
Mm.
I did a good job.
But yeah, anyway, I'll be running Burning Wheel next week, unless something happens. So,
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm out of here.
All right.
Here.
well,
Very good. Thank you guys for letting me join.
No problem, Randy. And Caster, thanks for showing up. And Grim, hey, man. Glad to run another
Yeah.
game for you.
yeah, glad I could show up.
Yeah, me too. And you leveled up.
Yes, I can now cast slightly more magic.
There you go. Win-win.
I'll have to keep in mind that I actually get a bonus to my attacks because I was just going flat without my attack bonus.
Yeah, it kind of helps if you add your attack bonus.
Whoopsie doodle.
I still did pretty well otherwise.
Yeah, you did. You did. And I didn't really gimp the monster all that much. All I did was just give it one of its. I just made it lose one of its attacks, and
I was
honestly,
glad my improvised potion attack worked.
yeah. Well, I thought that was pretty clever, so I thought that deserved something. So. But yeah, that's making up rules on the fly as you go. That's what we do. I don't know if that thing had been full strength and attacking the party, it might have actually put one person down. I think, but overall, I even with as big and nasty as that thing was, I think y'all pretty much had it in hand. So I may have overcompensated a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
out. All right.
Bedtime.
All right. Good night, guys. Well, good night, Grim, and see you later, Iron.
Later.
Not a problem.
Look! Dungeons and Dragons rhyme!
Exercise.